My bad, fellas. I just pressed that button and it started up mid combo. But welcome to the Leno Show. I'm here with my boys Drew Red and SSJ. Say what's up to the people.
What's
What's
going
up? What's
on,
up?
y'all?
All right, so we're going to be doing a pretty much commentating, and we're going to be working with Rockstar Games on doing a breakdown of episode 9 of X-Men. I guess we're going to start off, man, with each one of us before we start this video of what we think of the series so far, man. We'll start with you, Drew.
So far, man, I like it, man. I ain't got too many complaints. Yeah, I ain't really got too many complaints. I like it so far. It kind of started out kind of slow, but it got to. It had to because it's a lot of build up that needs to go on. There's a lot going on in the show, so I
Yeah,
like
I
it
think some fans set their expectation way too high. I
way
think
too
they
high.
expected like nonstop, like heavy action the whole episode with all the men just body slamming each other. And it's not.
It'll
I'm
be
not saying that I don't
Transformers
want to
if it
see some of
was.
these characters. Yeah, exactly. Like it had a story and an overarching story to tell. And if you actually follow the story along, the story makes sense. It flows nicely. The characters do what they're supposed to do. Like for
Exactly.
the most part, it makes sense to me. The Magneto stuff with Professor X was amazing. I like that stuff.
You know what? I
So
hate that they killed Gambit off.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And who
Other than
knows?
that,
He
I ain't
might
really got
be.
too many issues. Hopefully, he comes back.
Like, well,
Hopefully,
I dislike it so much that I like it because
explain.
well something like it like so traumatizing and dramatic, and it's like and it's not predictable, and picking one of those characters kind of to me it reeled me in like emotionally. Like sometimes watching film, TV shows, etc., I try and think of like the different genres of the different categories of emotion that they're invoking to its audience.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? So like you got a sense of warmth and seeing the Summers' family. You get to see
Okay.
like the level of you get to see the level of like betrayal of that emotion as well, because I mean Wolverine feels betrayed because like Cyclops and Jean are doing their own thing, not to mention he feels as though the X-Men are breaking apart themselves, and not to mention his connection with Jean Grey. with its
Right.
with its core. You've got not to mention you got, like all the, pretty much all the love that's been on this show has went through like drama. And hell, if you've ever been in a real relationship before, like sometimes when you got a bunch of shit going on in a relationship, it keeps everybody stimulated.
Yeah.
And would you say was this for the positive or for the negative?
I mean, you could judge it either way, but like, okay, to me, there's so many attention grabbing things that no matter what personality you have, you should be able to pick something to enjoy from this show. That's how I feel.
My only thing is though, as well as they handled the whole Cyclops and Jean thing, that's not something I want to see continue throughout this show's continued revived run though. Like, okay, we moved on with the fact that he may have slept with Jean Grey and Madeline Pryor at the same time, and he's confused, and so is Cable. So it's like, so Cable's real mom is actually Madeline Pryor rather than Jean Grey, but she still has that motherly role and relationship with Cable. So it's like, okay, so you have this whole story where everybody's connected in some way, but it's like I don't want that to be the whole. I don't want the rest of the show to go that way though, where it's focused on relationships.
Well, I mean, as we can see, I mean, there, every series has some fillers. The crazy thing is in the comics from the little brief that I did on one of the other streams that we have when we broke down Madeline is Cyclops goes on a cheating run in the comic books. I
Yeah,
don't
he's a
think they.
dog in the comic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to go that far with it. Um, It was a surprise for Gambit to die, and I mean, Rogues.
It was a surprise, but it's like, I mean, either he does something like, because he did take out that Sentinel, so it's like either he dies by the Sentinel or like that's the situation he was in.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't see it as disrespectful to the character because he went out with a bang, pun not intended.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went out right, but
Yeah. They gave him a respectable death. That's for darn sure.
damn though.
But
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was thinking. Damn.
I mean, in comparison to what I've seen in the past, and I think the only thing they're not similar, but it's this show has grasped my attention as much as Invincible has.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I feel like these two shows are setting the example of
Oh, okay.
really the future of the script writing. Hell, even if they go live action, I wouldn't mind seeing how having something structured in this form of fashion. All right.
Yes.
I mean, the next season is going to be way different, though, for sure, as far as the writing goes, since it's going to be a different head writer.
That's
Yeah,
when
I just hope that don't mess up the direction that it's going. Like, hopefully he got a
That's what I'm
blueprint,
saying.
or they got a
hopefully we don't
blue.
end up like the book. That's what happened to the Boondocks. Magruder stepped down to do Black Dynamite, and the person they brought in just took like the main element of Boondocks away, and it just turned into a bunch of slapstick ignorant shit.
Yeah, the last season of Boondocks was trash. Like, that doesn't exist to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I never even watched it. That's like knowing that Magruder wasn't part of it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to watch that.
I did,
I
and I was
watched
just
all
Yeah,
of
I
those
watched like the
episodes. They
first
were trash.
episode and was like, nah, this ain't Boondocks.
it was missing like the life lesson, the subliminal moment, the yeah those kind of stuff where they reel you back in. It just got ignorant, but shit. Let's get into it. What's
Yeah.
up, Bundle? Hop in with us, Brody. Um,
Banderusk.
Bunderu. All right, we about to get into new Rockstar games, doing a breakdown, doing a little bit of commentating. Join us as well. Hit that like button for us. We gladly appreciate you guys supporting us. Let's get to it.
Episode 9, Tolerance is Extinction Part 2. These madmen actually did it! To the frame, they recreated the comic panel from X-Men Volume 2, number 25 from 1993 when Magneto infamously pulls out Wolverine's adamantium from his skeleton. And you thought Snicks and Bamf were fun sound effect words? Wait till you get a load of Shrek! It's another epic episode of X-Men 97 that we must break down frame by frame for Easter eggs and animation details that you might have missed. And you know what? I'm gonna do something different with this breakdown and lead with the 4 deeper thematic undercurrents that creators hid throughout this episode. And I'm so glad that I took my time with this episode to pick up on these. Okay, 1, what ends up happening with Wolverine? 2, the arrival of Onslaught. 3, the return of the Phoenix. And 4, time loops. So as we go through this breakdown, I want you to keep those 4 in mind. The twist with Wolverine, the arrival of Onslaught, the return of the Phoenix, and time loops. Okay,
I think I
ready?
have an
Let's go.
Onslaught.
Okay, the very first thing we
Alright.
hear before even the opening titles is a previously on X-Men, and whose voice is that?
Previously on X-Men.
Yes, that's Cal Todd as Wolverine. This episode opens and closes with Wolverine. They want this mystery to be
Just what you
return,
wanted,
so
Paul.
Why do we hear Wolverine at the beginning? Oh, it's because of what happens to him. Okay, going on to the opening titles. We never skip these. Why? Because there's always cool little changes. And in this one, Storm has finally returned to the character title cards since her departure back in episode 2. And now we see she's wearing her black outfit with her hair fully regrown since regaining her powers in episode 6. This was
I
her
do like
original
that
look in the
costume. I'm not
character's
gonna
introduced
lie.
between
I want
X-Men
that
and
costume.
1975. And then
Yeah, she
another
looks-
new detail that I
she looks
barely
much
caught,
better.
but I really love this. Normally in the final charge of Charles's X-Men versus Magneto's forces, the camera just kind of whips past some innocent humans caught in the middle running from Sentinels, but
Michael
now,
Jackson.
notice those humans are pink-skinned, infected androids, part of Bastion's race of prime Sentinels. And that includes the Letterman jacket guy that we saw in episode 8 in Harmony, Pennsylvania. So are these really fleeing, or are they on the hunt? Did all these infected androids willingly submit to Bastion's goo dip to give themselves a leg up against mutant kind? Or were some unwillingly infected, making them victims and worthy of trying to cure?
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now you can get Spectrum
All right,
Internet
all right,
with
thanks,
fast.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Okay, the sun rises on the trees of Westchester and on the ruins of the X-Mansion. The X-Mansion is always destroyed throughout the X-Men animated series run. We need to just
Turn
keep
into a
Colossus on
project.
retainer to be like the groundskeeper contractor. You broke it again? I'm going to have to call in overtime here. But Charles awakens in bed with his hand outstretched beside him. As someone who spent several months in a long-distance relationship doing this every morning when my future wife worked in a different city, I can tell you that this guy is longing for his Shi'ar bird queen, Lilandra, who used to occupy this spot at night. Just notice how the Newton brothers score these opening shots of Charles with just these dark, foreboding tones, and you can sense
They need to make
the
them legs
darkness
skinnier.
rising within him from this moment on. So much he sacrificed, so much pain he suppressed. Onslaught is certainly stirring. Meanwhile, Magneto stands on these rocky shores of this island surrounded by cargo boats that have been deactivated from his global EMP. Shortly after this, he raises Asteroid M from the ocean. As when we last saw that asteroid in Season 4, Episode 4, Sanctuary Part 2, it crashed into one of Earth's oceans, and Magneto must have always known where it landed. And I just kind of love this image of all these dead boats with cargo containers,
so
reminding
long.
me of the boats that moored up to Liberty Island during the blip in Avengers Endgame. That is the kind of post-apocalyptic state Earth is currently in, but like even worse. We'll explain why in a second. Meanwhile, in Harmony, Pennsylvania, the former human Prime Sentinels are just frozen in place after Magneto's blackout, and Bastion is cradling his mother. Reminder that last episode we did confirm that Bastion's mother was the same bar waitress in 1959 from the 90s run episode 1.
I knew she
Word,
looked
and
familiar.
Nimrod's tech was left behind and slithered into the ear of the man in the leather jacket who helped Wolverine in the bar fight of that episode, and then that guy and this waitress ended up falling in love and produced Sebastian. It's the same characters.
Wow.
X-Men 7 showrunner Bo DeMeo joked that Bastion's mother's name is Martha. Bastion's teardrop dries on his mother's chin, so it seems like her flesh is not fully metal. It's like a kind of skin tissue. It's just crazy to think that Wolverine and the rest
Like a
were
Terminator.
slashing through these
that part
crimes,
was
and
so
we
fire
saw those
to me
crimes
right
reassembling
there. That was
their
going
heads
ham.
and their arms, and
He
yet
said you
there's
need
still hope
6.
to restore them as normal humans? Okay. Jubilee and Roberto, who apparently escaped from their arresting primes, now flee members of the FOH who are pissed off about the power grid being shut down. If you listen closely, you hear these humans yelling, "You turn off the power, this is what you get!" And "You thought Genosha was bad, just you wait!" Dude, it was a massacre. It was like, you thought 9/11 or Pulse Massacre was bad.
Like, bro,
Just
I
wait
was on
till
the edge of my
we
seat
need to
going
lock
through
up
this
person
entire
right now.
episode.
And then
I mean, these
another person
past two
says,
episodes.
"Too bad the
Actually, like the
hospital ain't
past
got no
3,
power,"
even the
which
one
is
when
an
Gambit
insane thing to say,
ran
because
into his
after that
mess.
shitty OBGYN refused to deliver Scott and Madeline's baby in episode 2. It's not like hospitals consider mutants as part of their Hippocratic oath. But you may remember the opening
Yeah, I was
titles
on the
of
edge of
episode.
my
We see
seat, too.
Roberto chased down an alley and running into a chain link fence, which is the same framing of Jubilee from the 90s run. And now we see both of these kids chased down an alley. There's no fence at the end of this one, but these poor kids are always just getting chased down dead ends.
He
Now, I
kinda
assume
has
the
no
animators might have
purpose
just been reusing
a
character
little bit
designs,
in
but
this
the mob
show.
includes the Letterman
Neither
jacket
one.
guy and the Kurt Cobain looking guy with the blue vest, whom we
One
just
of them
saw
two.
with frozen android forms in Harmony, Pennsylvania in the middle
Yeah,
of
if
that
they would have
street.
stopped
Jubilee and
focusing on
Roberto are
those two,
saved
the
by
show would
Storm
be a
and
lot
Forge.
better.
Forge's
Yeah, it would be a
mechanical
lot
leg
better.
has a jet thruster function to slow his falls, so I assume when
But
the
it's still
Blackbird
good,
crashes later, he'll probably be okay. And I do just have to point out, the way Jubilee hugs Storm and just kind of nuzzles in and looks down and realizes what she's nuzzling in and continues to nuzzle.
I
and
would
Storm's
too.
like, it's okay.
I don't blame
So
you,
Charles's
Jubilee.
yellow hover chair is wrecked, and a beam where it's like, damn, I'm glad I wasn't sitting in this when this happened. We see he's now back in his classic green jacket, his blue and black striped tie,
My
his
chair is
Argyle
destroyed.
blanket with the normal wheelchair, which he was wearing in the portrait that recreated Uncanny X-Men #1 from 1963.
Uncanny X-Men.
Bastion lays his mother down with the painting The Final Dream over the bed, which she showed the others last episode. It depicts a
Yep, she
three-headed
did.
master mold and Prime Sentinels floating like dark angels, lording over mutant slaves. And if you look closely at these mutants, there's one with wings like Angel, there's one with a tail like Nightcrawler,
Like
there's one
Nightcrawler.
emitting optic blasts that I think is supposed to be Cyclops. And Bastion says,
It's finally quiet, Mother.
as he turns to the electric pole utility box outside. Because remember last episode we learned that Bastion as a kid could hear machines telepathically, and specifically one of these boxes haunted him from outside during his class. But now that Magneto shut down the grid, all is silent, which seems to have kind of done a favor for Bastion in that way. Scott and Charles argue about whether Charles was right to have freed Cyclops from the legacy of taking over the X-Men and to just force Cyclops into a normal retired life.
Perhaps that was a mistake, because just like you, I'm right back here.
Interesting how Charles is echoing the words from Val
Why
Kilmer's speech.
Cyclops definitely looked at him
Yeah,
like,
just had the
"Nigga,
most profound
we ain't going
sense
nowhere. This is
of
what we
déjà
do."
vu, as if past,
He
present,
gave
and
him the
future didn't
stigmeter
matter
award.
and never had, because we always end up in the same ugly place.
I feel like there's going to be a deeper meaning to deja vu, present, past, and future, and this idea of looping back to right back here. Time loops.
One
Rogue
thing that
wakes up to
one
her
thing I will
half-brother
critique.
Nightcrawler.
Well, actually, I want you guys' opinions on.
Did
Do you
he?
guys think
Much
Sinister
has
should have
happened
appeared
when
more of a bigger threat
Task survived.
Yes,
in his
And
scenes?
so did
That's what I
he
was
should
saying.
definitely appear more. He's
Yeah,
basically
Rogue
like
is saying,
a
Trask,
generic Marvel
did he?
villain
As
at
if
this
she's about to
point,
say,
just doing
I
things in the
killed him.
background.
Did he
It's
die?
like all the
Probably have
build-up.
like
Nightcrawler
10
still
minutes
gets her
of
gun
him in
hand,
the
and he's about to
finale.
say Magneto survived Genosha too, but Rogue's mind goes first.
So like we
to
really weren't
Remy.
building
It's
up for
almost like the
Sinister.
state
We
she
was
in
really
in
building
episode
up for
7
Bastion.
was so rage-filled that she
Yep.
was just blacking out for that entire episode. Stormforge, Jubilee, and Roberto return to the X-Mansion, and I love how the animators add these blur lines on Forge and Beast's clasp to show the smooth speed of the gesture. Blur lines are added to show motion in a lot of animation. Actually, if you pause some early Simpsons episodes, you see some really freaky faces, but this is something that they don't really do in X-Men 97, because for scenes like this, they often just stay true to the more stuttered movement and limited frame rate from the 90s run, but these blur lines add some swiftness and make it look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers' iconic handshake in Predator.
You son of a
Son of a
bitch.
George, you son of a bitch.
Son of a
We're
bitch.
visible. We're the wireless company with nothing to hide. Seriously.
That's like the
Favorite
strongest
things.
handshake in TV
Beast
history.
observes that Forge's augmented
Oh, yeah.
prosthetics remain functional despite Magneto's blackout.
This whole
The
thing.
boy looked like he's staring at his Peter.
Deflector ages ago.
For real.
Oh, my friend.
Thought about it.
Thought about it, huh? So there's still a loose end here with Forge's photo with Dr. Gottfried Adler and Bastion, suggesting technology like the mutant ability Control Collar and other things Forge uses might be under the influence of Bastion. And Forge here saying only a cryptic,
I really don't
"Thought
trust
about
Beast
it,"
because
makes
I know how
wonder
weird
what
he's about to
else he
become
has
in
his
this
head.
series.
Also, we still need
Like every time I see him, I'm
confirmation
just like,
if
don't
Bishop's
trust
friend
this
in the
nigga. It's
future
about to
who
change.
said could cure Nathan was actually Forge, and who Cable's rebel contact.
Batwoman! Oh my gosh, it's Batwoman!
Time
What's
travel's in the
up?
future, and we gotta figure out what Forge's role is in it.
Hi.
So during the debrief, we see photos of Harmony, Pennsylvania, and Madripoor, and a cash for gold shop with "mutants are monsters" written on the top of it, and on an overturned car, "human eaten something," probably blaming mutants for Bastion's nanotech virus that turned so many into prime Sentinels. But whoever wrote this is just getting the sides of this war all wrong. Storm says that she can feel the Earth's magnetic field
we got the
dying,
infamous
and she
Paul
says
in
when
here,
the sun sets
fellas.
tonight, it sets on the
Uh-oh.
future. So,
Uh.
whoa, I think they're acknowledging that Earth, without its
Join the
magnetic
stream.
field layer, would see its atmosphere eroded by solar winds, and we would all eventually die. Storm doesn't really specify that, but according to New Rockstar's resident science nerd Berg, if Earth actually lost its magnetic field, our atmosphere would expand and heat up, and then we would fry and suffocate. So essentially, Magneto doomed all of us.
In his
Wolverine
drawers.
says,
The man just declared war on the whole planet. His day ends one way.
a very foreshadowing snicked, because this episode ends one way. A
Whoa,
splash page foreshadowing the same adamantium.
Hold on, let me
that
pause this.
Cyclops splits the
I'm
group
not
into
gonna lie to
Team
y'all.
Blue and
Well, Drew, you and I had spoke this on the phone. I really feel like there's no way that Wolverine can sneak up on Magneto. SOJ, how do you feel about that?
I mean, unless he doesn't have that adamantium in his skeleton, then Magneto pretty much always has an advantage over him.
Yeah, that's the only thing that worried me. I was like, how the hell did he sneak up on Magneto?
Because Professor X had him so occupied.
Yeah, he had him so distracted with talking to Professor X.
He couldn't. But I still feel like he would have felt that. I don't know.
He could never fight him in a straight up fight where Magneto's actually focused on him.
Oh, no, definitely not.
So the sneak attack made sense.
Okay, I am not gonna say your name over here. Who the hell just hopped in here?
Me,
Who is me?
Paul.
Paul. What's up, Paul?
I'm just want to say my message real quick and then I'm gonna leave. But it's funny. I got proof of messages from SSJ.
Hold on. Just stop, Paul.
Man,
You sound
messages
like a
from
robot.
what?
You sound like a robot. Let's wait for your connection to warm up. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
okay.
curious on what message though.
Yeah, I was about to say, Paul.
Oh, sound like he got the tea.
It sound like
Ooh.
Paul got some tea. So hold on. Let's
All I know is that I told him that are we gonna do a stream? And I did say on both Jay Leno's Discord and his Discord that this episode was pretty damn good. So I want to know what messages he's
I'm waiting
talking
for him to get
about.
back in here.
Go
Paul, bring your ass back in here. Your connection acted funny.
Tell him to turn off that microphone that sound like Zap computer love.
Yeah, man.
Real.
That nigga titty hit the X part. Don't feel sad. Paul would roast the hell out of me. Y'all don't feel sad for Paul. Paul is not a nice person.
Nowhere near.
But I do want to hear what he has to say, though.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm very curious now. Because he knows that I thought that this previous episode was fire.
He finna put you on full blast.
He gonna try to say that I said something else or whatever.
You always getting people words mixed up. Where he at?
I don't know. Okay, what I don't want Paul to come in here and do is make anybody feel guilty about having a stream right now. Here we go. He's back. There you go. Is it working now?
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, you started. Your connection started acting up.
Yeah, because I was trying to do it on my phone. I'm on my laptop now.
Okay, you're clear now. So what was you trying to say?
Okay. It's so funny how y'all basically say I'm nitpicking on the show because I seen some of the stream, but Jay Leno, I mean not Jay Leno, but SSJ and Red before episode 8 before episode 8 came out, y'all two agreed on me that the show basically sucked. I got messages on Discord. Basically,
you never heard me say this. The show sucked.
But you agreed with me though. You was like the men are soft.
That don't mean the show sucked.
You was agreeing with me.
But Paul, we talk about X-Men every week.
We're talking about this current episode. Though.
Yeah, Paul, we've been talking about X-Men every morning with Red, and Red has never said that the show was trash. Even in the morning when we talk on the phone.
Came out, they was basically agreeing with me. So the last 2 weeks, everything just switched up, but that's all I really wanted to say.
If we agree on certain things, don't mean the show sucks, Paul.
That's what I was about to say. Paul, you might get somebody you might point out a flaw on the show that somebody could dislike, but I don't think anybody completely yet in your Discord said the show as a whole sucked, but you.
I mean, they basically was for the first 6 or 7 episodes.
They disagreed with what you were saying. I have yet to see anybody in here that's in this stream.
Y'all better look at them Discord messages 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I bet you it says that I bet you're pointing out a part of the show. I don't think that SSJ and Drew said that the show sucked. And if you have them, screenshot them. We're here. Screenshot them.
Go ahead, screenshot them.
Yeah, I want to see the messages.
Now y'all want to act retarded and shit.
We just saying just show the proof, bro.
Not every episode was perfect, but I never said the show completely sucks ass.
You basically was saying it sucked before episode.
I do agree with some of the nitpicks. Some of the men could have been in more episodes.
Bro, I don't even really drink.
We're getting like these episodes are starting to cook up something though.
Yeah, it started in episode 8.
I mean, Paul, just because somebody agrees with something you don't like, that doesn't mean they dislike the show. That's when I speak to you and I say you're trying to reel people into the favor of our debates. Yeah. This is an example of that.
No, I'm gonna screenshot messages to prove what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because people want to act slow and retarded because they think the show.
Do you have to insult people for not agreeing with you?
No, it's how I talk. Shit, let me just
Stone retarded have nothing to do with it. Like, there were some episodes the show started out a little slow.
Come on.
But this last episode, I don't know if you watched all of it, but this last episode was pretty damn good.
They're not
Magneto versus.
It was cool. No, it was a 6 out of 10.
Stop it! It wasn't no 6.
It was cool. It was
at the very least.
Quit sucking this gay show's dick.
No, stop hating because you're just trying to hate, man. You just want views. Just stop it.
Bro,
it's not no 6.
I was like, go ahead and get yours off, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
you call a show gay, but it ain't no different than the original one. If you go back and watch the original, it's exactly the
The
same.
gay show had no gay acts in it. No gay
exactly
shit.
the same.
No, it wasn't.
It was highly feminized, like this.
The first episode was about Jubilee. The
very
first two
episode,
episodes
like
was
I
about
told you
Jubilee.
earlier, was all about Jubilee.
It was no gay stuff.
And a lot of the females had a lot of screen time that you're complaining about now too. What about the Storm episodes where she was by herself and then had to save Forge? What about the Jean Grey episodes? What about the episodes with Jubilee? The episode about Iceman's girlfriend? I can go on.
I mean, this is one of the few shows where a woman actually gets pregnant. You know what happens? You know how people get pregnant, don't you?
Yeah, but wasn't it a clone though?
Either way, you know what they had to do to get to that point.
It still got gay shit in it though.
Everything got gay shit in it.
Now it do.
Even back then.
No. Not everything had gay
Hey,
stuff.
bro, I'll leave you to focus on that, bro. I was thinking about Rogue. I've been thinking about Storm. I've been thinking about Jean Grey.
Yeah, all the girl stuff, because this show is X-Woman.
Paul, we just know you.
Bro, you do know X-Men as an entirety, even in the comics, like the majority of the women are dominant. You do know that, right? Like Rogue is a very powerful character. Jean Grey.
All she got to do is just touch you and you'll pass out and she'll take your power.
Yeah, like bro, you should never watch X-Men ever. Even when X-Men first came out, like, bro, it's gonna be really tough for you, bro, to see Jean Grey and Rogue really do what they're supposed to do.
The X-Men movies, the original movies, was about Wolverine. It wasn't even feminized. What are you talking about?
And Wolverine, in the story of X-Men and all its politics, bro, they did that because Hugh Jackman
most of X-Men stuff has been about
Wolverine.
It was
because of Hugh Jackman.
It's because of Hugh Jackman, bro.
It doesn't matter what it's because.
Why are you referring to the movies when we're talking about comics where it all kind of originated? This depiction is way better than the movie, bro.
The older comics was based on basically Wolverine, Cyclops, and Cyclops get more love in the comics than the actual movies and shit.
So why the hell are you referring to Wolverine getting attention in the original film?
And actually, Wolverine didn't join the X-Men until later. I remember his first appearance was in the Incredible Hulk. He wasn't even in the original lineup. The original lineup was, I think, Beast before he was Blue.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel Girl, which was Jean Grey. She went by Marvel Girl at the time. Angel, Iceman, and Professor X. That was pretty much the original lineup at the time in the 60s.
You got a point, Upward. It is a rare switch, but let's just be honest. Like, X-Men, women are like very alpha like in X-Men as a whole, as its entirety.
Right. So what didn't you like about this episode, Paul? Episode 9.
I just think every episode has a boring buildup, and it gets to the point towards the middle and end. I said that this is a 6 out of 10. So this one was the best episode out of the whole entire series. Episode 9.
Paul, I got a question.
Girl, quit jumping in the bed.
It's a serious question, Paul.
What's
Can you name me the last time you've seen an 8 or a 9 out of 10?
That is
like show
question.
Or movie or what?
Let's go with a show. Like, can you name the show that you could think of that was an 8 or a 9 out of 10? So give us an example of your rating system.
The original, it's been a while. The first 2 or 3 seasons of Lost was an 8 or a 10, and the original first 2 or 3 seasons of Heroes.
Damn.
That has been a while. This decade is gay, weird, and y'all are into it. I'm not.
It's not that we're into it, but you can't. I mean, it's gonna be in everything. Yeah, we can call it out and complain, but it's not.
But I would never get
it's gonna
used
be
to
in
it.
the shit. I'm not saying get used to it. I'm not. That's
I
not
would
what I'm
never
saying.
be used to
But
gay.
It's not going to determine whether or not what I
But it's not
watched.
gonna just destroy the whole thing, though. I mean, you can look past that and follow the story and see what's going on with the actual characters. Now, if they're throwing it in your face and forcing that agenda, like, oh, let's show some gay couples kissing and stuff like that, then yeah, we're gonna further talk some more shit about it. But it's been fairly, for the most part, it's been fairly safe for the most part as far as that
Shut
goes.
up,
Only
Upper.
person that looks like they're on that sweet and low is Morph. Only person that's off that sweet and low is Morph.
And Baxter, that nigga gay.
And then I guess
Bastion.
the real criticism though I do have is Morph is they went out of their way to say this about Morph because I feel like you have to include like a different type of sexual orientation. But
I feel like they could have left him the same. He didn't need the they them shit.
At this point, anatomically wise, a shapeshifter would be that.
That's no excuse.
I'm not saying this. I'm not calling it an excuse. I'm just saying, period.
You kind of sound like you are though.
No, but that's their excuse though, because oh yeah, he can shapeshift. So then let's go ahead and make him they.
Yeah, that's no excuse.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what they're using because everything now has to include something with. Let's just call a spade a spade. When it comes to TV now, you're going to have diversity in sexuality. You're going to have multiracial people. You're going to have heroes and villains. They just added that to the criteria.
Even if they have to have that, doesn't mean people have to accept it.
Well, I mean, nobody's asking you to accept it, but I mean, since it has to be put in there, you know what? I'll leave you to focus on that. But you are going to be in the same boat with yourself for a while. You might as well stop watching TV. And you might as well glue your eyes shut too, because there's going to be homosexuals walking around as well.
I don't really watch TV to begin with, to be honest.
You might as well
yes, Jonan. Yes, Jonan. They're always going to have a token, just like they used to have token ethnicities on TV shows.
Yeah,
the
like
one black friend,
Mexican
one
guy,
Asian friend,
token black guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Homosexuality is used as a token on television now.
Yeah. I don't really watch TV like that. I mostly watch YouTube. I mostly watch YouTubers. That's my entertainment. I mostly watch YouTubers. I don't really watch TV shows. I don't go to the movies like that. I don't really do none of that. I watch YouTubers.
But your content's based off of this stuff though.
Yeah, because I'm an entertainer. So I'm since I don't like the new woke culture, I'm going to talk shit about it. And that's how I entertain the math.
It is. Let's just be honest. It is. But that's what's going on. I'm a fan of X-Men, and I'm going to allow them to what they included, which to me, the homosexuality portion of X-Men, I haven't seen much homosexuality, so I don't feel like I've been bombarded.
Are you hearing what you're saying? Ooh, I don't see much of it, but it's in there. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Because
y'all with the gay shit, man. I see a little bit of it.
I'm watching the rest of this show. If you want to interrupt us doing a reaction video to talk about how homosexuals is on X-Men, I guess if that's what's important to you,
superheroes used to not be about gay shit, bro.
Only he without sin should be able to cast the first stone, Paul.
It used to be manly. It used to be a manly product. Now it's for dykes and
as manly as you like the show, it's going to look gay. Think about that.
You said what?
Yeah, I said as manly as you're asking that show to be, it's going to still appear homosexual.
No, I'm not. I just wanted
sweaty guys, no women.
Yeah, Paul, you just want to see all men like that. Just sounds
fight.
Let you grease up. Put on your leotards, bucko.
I don't mind females being in the show, but play their role.
Do you?
I like it to be basically like
some
80s
of these
and
females
90s.
are really strong though. Like for example, Rogue, she's at least 20 to 30 times stronger than Captain America.
Yeah, but
so
Paul,
is it really
saying,
feminist agenda?
Paul's saying that women can't be strong, women can't have power, women can't have that. That don't even make sense. You know what I mean? Women warriors is in history. Do some research, look up history.
Don't care. This is
Drew.
That just sounds so stupid to me, man.
Diana,
you sound stupid.
You sound stupid, dumb motherfucker.
You sound stupid. I like manly product. I know your name is Red, and most gay people name Red.
No, what gay person you know name is Red? You sound dumb.
Because Red Fox is
exactly. You got Red Fox, you got Detroit Red. You sound stupid.
Nah, but
Malcolm X. But come on now.
But you
don't know nobody with the name Red that's gay. Yeah, you sound strong. You sound stupid.
Yeah, that sound like a
my name is Red because my hair is red, dummy.
That sounds gay as hell, bro.
Your voice sound gay. You sound like you got a dick in your mouth right now.
Hurry, get to the boiling point.
Probably why you can't breathe. That's probably why you got to breathe. Constantly sucking on something.
That's what you do.
That's why you always talk about you want
the gay agenda.
Wet in your throat.
Nah, I don't put nothing in my throat but food.
Get off the screen. Which are the X-Men colors with story
man. Get off the
team
screen.
to the Galapagos Islands to shut down
y'all for the gay agenda and y'all calling me gay.
World famous ecotourism destination.
You want to see nothing but hairy legs? Get off the screen.
I like to see manly product.
Studied finches and other species.
I don't know if y'all was raised by men, but I like manly
Nathaniel
product.
Essex, aka Mr. Sinister, back when both of these men were contemporaries in 19th century England in season 5, episode 9, Descent. It should also be noted that the Galapagos are located off the coast of what country, kids? Ecuador, which in the E is for Extinction comics is where Cassandra Nova located.
You the one that want to see men all day long.
That wild sentinel on Genosha.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Beast says,
learning how to safely remove Sentinel nanotech will take years. But Forge and I believe we can restore the Prime Sentinel's innate humanity.
Man, you got plenty of men right there.
Sentinel nanotech could
Look at that man.
So that heads could be severed and then refused over that same flesh to be reduced to normal without any kind of damage to the body. I think Beast is just acknowledging it's not really possible.
He said, y'all niggas gay.
Roberto in these seasons finally suited up as one of the X-Men with a yellow and dark blue suit, which is Sunspot's original first X-Men suit in the comics. Chris Claremont's the New Mutants look. Jubilee is still wearing her black and pink number that she got at the mall last episode, which is from her more recent
Jubilee needed to be the one killed off, not Gambit.
Rogue in this scene and in the following scene at the lake wears Remy's high collar trench coat, which remember he was not wearing at the Genosha Gala because he had switched into the white tux, but Rogue must have salvaged it from the wreckage and kept it so that she could breathe in the smell of those freshly deep fried beignets and remember it. But underneath she wears her full green suit with a trim that comes up the center and forms a hood and the lime green gloves and collar, similar to the suit she wore in her very first appearance in Avengers Annual number 10 in 1981, which had a light green trim instead of a white one, and this is the time when she wasn't yet a member of the X-Men, and it sets up her switching back to Magneto's side in this episode. Charles says that he tried to recruit a young Sebastian to join the school, but his anti-mutant mother slammed the door in his face.
In another world,
well, they made him gay in the comics, so I hope they don't make him gay here.
The globe, as she says this.
How manly is he, Paul?
We saw Storm in another reality with Wolverine.
You just gave praise to a homosexual character, didn't know it. How casual.
Who we now know as Bastion. Forge tells Storm that Bastion is a technopath, and Beast is tinkering with this mnemonic scrambler that shut down Jean's powers when she was Dark Phoenix, and he's referring to the season 3 Dark Phoenix arc when this same device was used on Jean Grey. But Beast wants to go further.
If Bastion's abilities operate like our mutations, we can use neutralizer technology to permanently disable his control of Prime.
Okay, no neutralizer technology.
I love how the second Beast says the words
Storm look good as a damn
cartoon,
man.
Notice how her eyes open very slightly wider as she registers.
Do y'all consider Forge black?
She's kind of like.
That's a good question.
Not in this show. Not in this show.
I think his facial.
He has a crazy accent.
His facial hair lays down too smooth, but like I don't know.
You don't think he got that El DeBarge in him? That's what he looked like to me.
Like he's more of a mixed kind of guy.
Yeah, like
he looked Mexican.
DeBarge.
He said, "Okay, yeah." Jonan Fox said he agrees with you.
Yeah, we need Colossus.
Aha, Jonan just told us that he's Native American.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's
That
Native
makes sense.
American.
That makes
He's
sense.
still a person of color. That's color, though.
There you go. Talk to him. Talk to him, black man.
I was gonna say it, but I'm like, I'll let somebody else say it.
He always looked black to me.
So
I thought he
Magneto
was either that or
arrives and
Standard.
lowers asteroid M over the lake, and I love how you can see the Aurora Borealis light in the sky surrounding it to show Magneto temporarily activating part of the planet's magnetic field to hover this asteroid. And to show
And he
that
might be my
capable
favorite
of
character
reversing
this
it
season. I'm not gonna lie.
Magneto disses Lilandra
Magneto.
as Charles's Shi'ar bird
He was
queen,
cold this
like she's some
season.
kind of new girlfriend who's really into crystals that
Yeah, he
Charles
getting
ran
it in
off
on
with, and
some of
then
these
suddenly has a
episodes.
lot of thoughts about the itinerary for the annual guys trip. We all know
Xavier
a guy
look like
like
he about to
that.
take
and
her
if
to
you don't, you're
bed.
that guy.
Take
Magnus
his
describes
head off.
Genosha to Charles as the
Yeah,
vision Charles pitched to him in a
Professor
bar
X
when they
has
were younger
always
men,
been
which
a
Magneto
player.
told Rogue about in episode 6.
That's a
But
fact.
then Magneto breaks our
Okay,
hearts.
I just now found the
promise
messages
a
where
boy, a
SSJ
future
trashed
free of
X-Men
fear.
97.
Only to
All
walk.
right.
Okay.
Do you want to put them in the Discord so I can put them in here?
Yeah, I'm about to screenshot them.
All right.
Shit, people want to act
And if it's
brand
me
new.
trashing it, it was probably. I want to see this.
Yeah,
Now.
you said
It's not about you trashing it.
You
It's
said
about
I just saw X-Men 97. I wanted to punch my screen.
That was for that week's episode. Yeah.
Get out of here.
You act like that was the whole series as a whole, though. That was for that episode.
This dude understands.
That's what
See,
we're.
he over there.
That's what we're saying.
The narrative,
Like,
switch it
One
up.
episode, because you trash one episode, you trash the whole. So that don't even make sense.
Okay, and then another thing he says, that's the why most, he said most, not one episode, most these episodes have been female forced, and I still don't get why they keep giving Jubilee screen time.
I still stand on that. Yeah,
you said most. You didn't say one episode. Y'all trying to say, oh, that's just one episode. No, you said, I'm gonna read it one more time.
Put in the context of you too. Make sure you
But did you hear?
Put them in here, Paul.
You said what?
But did you hear earlier in the
Screenshot it
stream?
and put
I
it in
said,
here so we can see what you said too, because you do baiting type of questions.
No, I don't.
All right, well, let's put it in here so we can see what you said too.
Yeah, send the whole conversation without deleting or editing stuff.
You said what? How can I
send
edit
that
a
whole
screenshot?
conversation?
Because you can.
Y'all know
I
how
don't
y'all
know how.
niggas do.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all know how y'all
I was
do.
about to say, you can. You may not know how to do it, but you can do that.
I don't know how.
But yeah, there were a lot of female episodes. Like Storm had an episode that I didn't care about. So yeah, I still stand on that. But
So you're talking
previous
to about the things you don't like about the show, but yet
Exactly.
there's no verbatim thing that says.
But y'all said he
he's
said
talking
one
about.
episode. I got screenshots. He said multiple episodes.
The first screenshot you was talking about, he was talking about that one episode. The
debate is not about.
He did not say he don't like
the debate.
show.
Is you saying that he said that the entire series was trash? You guys are talking. Their conversation sounds like you guys are talking about stuff that you guys don't like on the show.
But yeah, that's what that conversation
It's way
was.
different.
Exactly. Two completely different things. That's not him saying I don't like the show. The show is trash.
Oh,
He's
shut
He
up.
tried to make it seem like I lied or something. I was like, wait a second, huh?
So like you need to get back on that bus.
How'd that song go? Short bus, shawty, short bus, shawty.
You got the screenshots, Paul?
Yeah,
send
put
those
it on
screenshots,
Discord.
boy. You already put it up now?
I think I accidentally put the same one. Damn, I gotta go back.
You did. It's okay. It's no problem. All right. So okay. Do you have any more you want to put up? Because I'm about to put it in here.
I feel like it's one more, so I'm gonna put out one more.
Right on for scanning the QR code. I do get notified when it happens. That's where I work at. That is where I cut hair.
Nice. So you get notified every time someone scans that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up.
Nice. That's what's
I
up.
didn't know that. That's the first time it's happened out of all the streams I've had. That's the first time it's ever happened. I guess while I'm live, I guess.
Yeah, I want to see these screenshots, boy, because I'm gonna break this down.
I gotta keep going back.
See, he trying to look for.
No, I mean I have to
trying to
keep.
look
That's
for
how my
something.
phone is. After I screenshot one thing, it makes me that these conversations was like 3 weeks old. So I have to go back. You know how many people post stuff on this Discord? I have
Oh
to go
yeah.
I have to go into 3 weeks until I find more of the conversation. Then screenshot it and then go back again.
Hopefully it'll get bigger if I open it. Do I have to open this in the
All
tab?
right,
Can y'all
I'm
see?
reading some of it. I'm reading some of it.
All right, so yeah, I'll just read out loud because I don't feel like zooming and doing all that stuff. Okay. It says here, when I saw Victoria Alonso's name on the credits for X-Men 97 episodes, I almost wanted to punch that's what you're talking about when he said punch the screen.
Punch
And
the screen,
then
yeah.
and then it goes, I almost wanted to throw the remote at the TV after what I saw on episode 7 today. That's what Paul said. And then
Okay.
SSJ says, that's the reason why most of these episodes have been female focused. And I still don't get why they keep giving Jubilee screen time. Last episode was Jubilee, Sunspot, and Rogue. Where's Logan and the others? They only use the men to fight in the background. And Magneto got kidnapped off screen. Shaking my head.
That was all true for episode 7. I
I'm
still stand
I'm
by
done.
episode 7.
Don't want to. He said, and then he said, "I'm done. I don't want to spam chat." I think he was referring that to you.
Yeah, because he
didn't
knows
want to
there's
spam
a
the
lot
chat.
more to talk about this stupid show.
Yeah, I said that at the end because I didn't want to spam the chat up.
And then you said
someone.
and then Paul, you said, "Bro, this show is the X-Woman. People gotta be out of their damn mind if they don't see the agenda that's going in front of our eyes."
Can somebody silent that dog? Shit.
Right there. Lay down, buddy. All right, here we go. And he goes, nah, keep talking about shit. Maybe you're saying keep talking your shit. Maybe that's what you meant to say, LOL.
Yeah, we was talking about. I remember that day we was talking about it for a good.
Yeah, I remember too.
I saw it yesterday.
In my opinion, it still does stand on that episode.
But it wasn't just that episode. You said multiple episodes.
I think somebody just hopped in.
Yeah, there was the episode about Jubilee I didn't care for. I didn't even watch that episode. The episode about Storm, which I didn't care for. I kind of just didn't finish watching that one.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, there was a couple of episodes.
Darth Maul's in the building. What up, Maul?
Yeah.
And Maul got common sense too, because he said this show is average.
Well, Maul doesn't even like X-Men like that, so his opinion doesn't count. He doesn't even like X-Men like that.
Yeah,
you're right.
He said it's average, not trash, though. So still two.
Way different. You said average. Now you're trying to bend people into your favor. You are wrong on this.
What are you talking about? I didn't tell.
The room's full. If only we could bring in Conkle to help you out.
You know, Conkle will pretty much be like, "Oh, Paul, I agree."
Conkle's a real one.
That's your dog right there. He'll be like, "Paul, how high do you want me to jump? I'll jump."
Wait, what's going on?
We was talking about X-Men 97.
X-Men 97.
So Paul was trying to call out SSJ to say that SSJ said that he was trying to say that SSJ is lying and SSJ doesn't like the whole entire series.
He basically was talking like that. The message is right there.
But hold on. I got you. I got you. But what we were trying to tell Paul is the conversation that you were having with SSJ was about you were critiquing the stuff that y'all didn't like, and that's what y'all came to an agreement with. And SSJ never said he didn't like the series.
If he's saying multiple episodes is female focused, he's not just talking about one episode. Like, y'all need to stop that.
No. The only thing you talk about is negative shit. There's nothing positive he has to say to you about the show.
I've told him positive things, but you know how Paul likes to glaze over it. But there were positive things I like about the actual series. The story, like if you're following the actual story from the beginning to end, with the whole Sentinels being like human Sentinels and Bastion doing his thing with the tech and working with Mr. Sinister, that stuff is pretty damn good. There's some stupid things in there. Should they focus on more X-Men characters than others? Yeah, but I mean, so far I'm not totally disappointed in it right now.
I mean,
especially with this last episode,
they're developing so much with a vast amount of characters, and they're bringing everybody in, and they're still giving you climax, they're still giving you build up, they're still developing characters' personalities all at the same time. Which normally we get a rushed effort, or we don't get dialogue, when TV shows and movies are horrible. So that's why I call this like it's hard for me to judge this as a bad series.
There isn't such thing as over explaining stuff too, though.
But I'm not talking about the flashy things either, because that's not the stuff that I'm mainly impressed or on the edge of my seat about. Like when people are talking about like, oh, look at this character Morph transformed into, or look at this character that cameoed, or Spider-Man in this episode.
Easter eggs.
That's not the reason why people like these, or at least me, for example. I'm thinking more about the story and what's going to happen next, and
exactly
how the story unravels. Because so far, this story, it's a pretty strong story. And then Cable comes from the future to help out with. Hey, I mean,
yeah, right.
Y'all, you can't go back in time, bro.
This is a strong story. Y'all are easily pleased. Anything
that's not easily.
You can't go back in time, Paul. You will not be a little kid again, bro. You're not going to get that again.
This has. Let me shut this down too, because this has absolutely nothing to do with easily pleased. Do you know how much garbage that I've been like? I'm one of the people on this Discord that pretty much hate everything just as much as Paul does, and yet I'm sitting here telling you
that's a little average, and it's good.
So just because it has moments in it means it's just a little average. People are easily pleased.
It's just got little moments in it.
It's not the little moment. It's the whole story that's going on in the background and where it's going to lead up to. This has nothing to do with little moments.
I cannot wait till this show break y'all heart when the season gets worse and worse. And then y'all going to make excuses. Well, the gay dude left the show.
We don't care about the gay dude.
How about you watch the original show and tell me what's different about that one and this one? It's not too much different.
Okay, I'm off tomorrow.
Because you do know Wolverine was not in every episode in the original X-Men series, right?
Yeah, he wasn't in every episode.
No, but he did look like a soft, tender bitch like this season.
You don't even remember the show.
Jealous of Cyclops and Jean. When you become a grown man and you go back and look at it, Wolverine's been kind of sensitive, and he just gets mad and clobbers shit up.
Listen, I don't know
what about those episodes where he was crying over Jean Grey's picture?
That's in the old one.
His picture in his,
Exactly.
Like, come on.
I don't know how prevalent Wolverine was in the old show because I didn't finish it. But in this show, he's barely in it though.
Thank you.
Just from what I've seen, he's barely in it. So
and when he's in it, he's kind of.
Maul, the reason why Wolverine's not in this show is because
he's straight. Is because of the
no. Because important shit is going on. They don't need shit to blow up and get scratched right now. That's all
Wolverine
Wolverine
is more
does.
than just that, dude. Stop it.
There's smarter people on this show than Wolverine. Am I right or wrong?
Wolverine is still clever and smart.
Isn't Paul? Is there smarter people than Wolverine on this show?
Wolverine can't handle.
That's what I was saying. I don't know how
he's not dumb.
There's just certain things that Wolverine can't handle. He's not an Omega level of mutant.
Politics. You want Logan to be involved with the politics of the show?
Yeah, he's not going to go talk to the president in the White House.
He already got to sit next to Professor Xavier like a fucking dog so he can freaking get his life right.
Yeah, he's not going to be talking to the president on TV or nothing like that. He's not that type of character.
I only had a problem with 3 things in the show. Just 3 things. For me, it was the Storm of the Forest stuff. I didn't care much about that.
Jordan agrees with you on that one too.
I didn't care much
I
about
don't care for the Storm stuff.
I didn't care much about the Jubilee and Sunspot stuff. I didn't care about that.
See, now hold on. So the stuff that you're saying is the same stuff that I had a problem with that Paul just brought up. But does that mean as a whole that this show sucks because we hate those few things?
The show wasn't bad to me. The show was all right to me. I didn't say it was bad.
All right.
It's all right to
That's
me.
valid.
It's average to me.
That's valid.
No show's going to have something amazing. There's going to be like something to critique.
But also, I'm not a big X-Men lover though, so I
Yeah, so
it's not. So I wouldn't really know what makes an amazing X-Men story.
Yeah, so Maul's opinion's a little tainted here, Paul.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah. But you're gonna bring in the normie's opinion on this, Paul?
I'm speaking just from this show alone.
Shit, you a damn normie. You didn't get into this stuff until you met me.
Paul,
you are a normie.
Paul, I would have watched X-Men, bro. That's one of my favorite shows. You didn't influence me to watch X-Men. I watched casual Marvel stuff.
I guarantee you would not watch X-Men 97.
I hate to hurt your feelings. That's why I invited Bundle on here, because Bundle's the one who has been keeping me afloat with all this knowledge.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, when I met you, you influenced me to create content. So stop reflecting on you looking like a dumbass in this stream.
I don't look like a dumbass. Before you met
You
me,
already
you were
did.
not collecting comic books like that. Maybe a few
I met you at the
Teenage
comic
Mutant Ninja
book
Turtle
store,
issues.
Paul.
Yeah, you
What
still
was I
wasn't
grabbing at
collecting
the
like
comic book store, Paul?
just Ninja Turtle issues. That's all the fuck
What's the
you know.
majority of the comics
That
that
is
I
all
grab
the
now?
fuck you know. You don't know anything else but Ninja Turtles.
I got a little bit of everything else, bro.
Yeah,
I know a
bro.
little bit about X-Men, bro. I never said I knew everything, but the little bit I do know, I speak on. Now look. You can make
You are
fun of me
normally
about
just
Star Wars.
like Darth Maul.
You can make fun about Star Wars, but we're talking about X-Men.
Whatever you say, man.
How y'all feel about the Jean Grey clone stuff? Did y'all like that?
Stupid.
I didn't care for that.
Because I didn't like that either.
Just dumb.
Didn't care for it. They could have did away with that.
Let me see here. Queer, are you asleep? Yeah, she's asleep. I'm about to bring you in here, Bundle.
Bundle.
That's the max people for that.
Yeah, come on in, Bundle. You can come on in. To be honest with you, I knew the Madeline stuff had to happen because I did a little bit of my research when I got introduced to her because I got filled into it. Like this all wouldn't happen without her, so it had to happen. You know what I mean? You can't just not include it. Now, what would have made it cooler, considering that they got blood on here, is if they kind of insinuated a little more sexual activity.
Wait, is this season an adaptation from the comics? Like, is this a story from the comics?
Yeah.
This is probably the most depict comic book accurate show that Marvel's ever had.
Now, was that
not accurate at all?
I said it's the most closest depicted adaptation from comic that Marvel has ever had.
Was that comic good?
I mean, to be honest with you, like the Uncanny series, if I'm not mistaken, did it start in the early 90s?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was the early 90s because if I go back, Paul, even I think you had brought it up yourself that X-Men kind of saved Marvel in the comic book sales realm in the Uncanny series.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, it was popular.
Comics, like Gambit dying and all that stuff. That all happened.
I don't know
that I don't remember. That I don't remember.
Well, I have a buddy that owns the comic and Reddit, and he told me that this show is a disaster compared to the comic because they're skipping out a lot of stuff and they're just rushing the story. What my buddy Ramon said.
How y'all feel about the Rogue and Captain America part?
So the Rogue and Captain America. My thing is, Rogue was probably on her period that day or something because I didn't like.
That was just
obviously.
No, hold on. Hold on, because I'm going to touch on the feminist agenda thing in a second, though. But I felt like, okay, so Captain America is a Boy Scout. Captain America already told you right there it's not a good look for him to just be beaten up.
Oh shit.
What just happened?
He's back in here now. I don't know
what just happened.
Yeah.
But Captain America said that it's not a good idea for him to be beating up people in Mexico or whatever. And then Rogue still was pissed off about that. So it's like you're pissed off at the fact that Captain America was doing his job being a Boy Scout to his country. That's what made no sense to me. Now, as far as the air quotes feminist agenda, I mean, she could have did a lot worse though. She could have ripped Captain America in half, or just touched him and then made him pass out. And then
that's what I told Paul. I was like,
did you see his face expression?
Now listen, hold on, because I didn't finish. Was it disrespectful to do? Yeah, she threw his shield away, but still, she could have did a lot worse though.
Ah, come on. Hey,
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying I liked it or anything. It was still disrespectful.
Like, did you see his face? Like, oh, I hope she don't hit me. She threw my shield away. I can't do nothing.
He can't.
But why put him in that position? That's the part I don't understand.
Because she's an upset, emotional woman. She's in her complete femininity.
Don't put him in that position.
His ass should be there around a crazy ass, powerful woman.
Yeah, get another superhero that can balance her strength. And don't put Captain America in that position.
What if it was Captain Marvel? What if it was Captain Marvel instead, then?
Shit, you already know how that ends. You already know how that ends.
Exactly. All she
SSJ.
does is touch her, and then she passes out and dies. So I mean,
Rogue is OP. She was
I mean,
nice
like
to
I
me.
said, the whole thing with
They need to get
Rogue
rid
and
of her
Captain
powers.
America, it was still disrespectful, but it wasn't. She could have did worse though.
Could have been to a different magnitude.
She could have ripped his head off.
It's still she like. Can we? Is there a way y'all could show the scene on here real quick? She emasculated this man. He looked like a girl almost. Like I was like, what? The great Captain America, the face of America.
He's great, but he's not that great though.
Yeah, come on,
I'm just saying, like the way they promote him, like
Remember when Black Panther checked him in Civil War?
Yeah.
Y'all should pull up Burst comment on the Discord just now.
He was like, "Move, Captain. I won't ask a second time."
You said Burst comment? He's got a comment in the Discord.
Yeah, about the show, I guess.
I see that. Okay, he goes. Burst says, Jubilee only got one focus episode, and that was filler at best. Also, I feel that this is a continuation from last series 20 years ago. Exactly. So they're telling the stories that they wanted to tell if there was a season 6, 7, or 8. I don't think this was feminized on purpose. It was just time
Feminized
for
on
other
purpose?
characters to
Whose
get
comment are you
screen
reading?
time. I don't
Burst.
think Storm had an arc in the original series.
If I'm being honest with y'all, I don't really care about Storm like that. I just like looking at her, but that's it.
I've always been interested in her because she's an Omega. She's
I've
an
never
Omega.
cared
She's an
about her
Omega
like that.
level that's powerful. She, you know what I mean. So I to be honest with you, I didn't think Wolverine should get that much focus. And within all his politics, I mean, she's one of the originals as well.
I get she's an original, but I just never cared about her like
The
that.
only
at
person
all.
I feel sad for is fucking Iceman.
Yeah, I would like to see Iceman come back because he quit the team in the original.
Do you want the straight or the gay version of him?
I mean, I only know the straight one. I leave you to know about the homosexual.
Watch, he gonna come back and his name's gonna be
I don't know the
Popsicle.
homosexual one either.
I'm just
Watch.
messing
heard
with
he
you,
was gay in
Paul.
the
I'm just messing with you, bro.
He gonna come back and his name is Popsicle Man.
All right, I got that scene for you,
Save
Paul.
money.
One second.
Snap.
I want
never
y'all
really
to
cared for
look
Storm
at
like
Captain
that.
America's face.
Commercial auto insurance.
Just look at his
I'm not that crazy about Steve Rogers. So this is all comical to me.
Yeah, look at his face, man.
I mean, the Captain America movies is about the best fandom shit they're gonna get from me because that's the best I've seen Captain America.
She basically raped him.
Yeah,
without
Captain America is a kind of a boring hero to me outside of the movie.
Still a man though. Man shouldn't be treated like that.
This guy.
Hey man, I just realized who Paul is. Paul is Spanky from Rugrats. I mean, from Little Rascals.
Play the trailer real quick. I want y'all to see Captain America's face.
If Paul, you can get that He-Man woman haters club.
I didn't go to jail for messing with hitting a woman or anything.
You need to get that He-Man woman haters club. Because you gotta call every woman you see.
Yeah, I think you just hating on every woman.
No, I'm not. I just want a traditional.
But rampaging across the country dishonors those who are lost.
I want traditional stories.
All you want to see is men.
Traditional stories.
It's not traditional. All you want to see is men.
Nah, not true.
Fantasy
Go watch
is,
the old. Go watch
fantasy
the.
is
Go watch the
unconditional,
90s.
my
To get our
boy.
hands on Bolivar Traps.
Traditional
He
stories.
built the Sentinels.
Go watch the
The
90s,
natural
brother.
first suspect for that
Wait,
massive
pause.
genomic.
I'm about to. What up?
Okay, so I will admit, it's kind of weird to me how like she was carrying his shit with the whole scene.
Yeah, that's stupid.
She was carrying his shit with the whole scene. He never got it back, and at the moment he tried to get it back, they fought over it and she threw it. So
Why does she got his shell?
I can kind of see why the scene might kind of like crap on Captain America, but
Yeah. If you're a Captain America fan, how could you like this scene?
Well, I don't care for Captain America like that.
I don't care.
So,
Like we see Superman get his ass
watch the
whooped,
clip.
bro.
Watch the clip. She was holding his shield the whole clip.
Yeah. Let's watch this clip, man.
Stop it, Darth Maul. Darth Maul, just stop it because you don't even like X-Men like that. So just stop it, Darth Maul.
Bro.
No, just stop it, bro. Because right now you're giving.
Thank you, Darth Maul. Fight the agenda.
You're giving unnecessary ammo to Paul, who's just hating
nothing, bro. I'm just saying, like,
just stop it.
It's a fact.
Please.
It's a fact. She did have his shield the whole scene, bro.
Thank you. Fight the agenda.
I like Cap too, so it was kind of weird for me.
Y'all niggas should be hired from Marvel, man.
I mean, it don't matter if he got the shield or not. It ain't gonna do shit against Rogue.
Exactly.
Why did she have to emasculate the man in this? They literally give him a 2-minute cameo to get emasculated. That's the only reason why he was in this episode.
He needed a humbling moment.
He was not even important. It was just for the agenda. Let's emasculate this man, and then Captain America walk out the scene.
What a perfect guy to emasculate. Blonde hair, blue eyed.
But it's not his show though.
But
it was a cameo.
Why put him in? Why put him in the cameo just to get emasculated?
Just to let Rogue let him know that he
put him in there for a reason. You put him in there so Rogue could throw his shield, and he looked.
Aren't they promoting X-Men versus the Avengers soon?
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, those are rumors, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey.
But why have him get emasculated? That's what I'm saying. It's like y'all.
Okay, so go to the end where we see his face because I want to see what Paul's talking about.
Yeah, watch the whole. Look at his face.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we said, Jonan. We said that like the best depiction of Captain America has been in the movie. I mean, the most entertaining. Those fight scenes, especially the Winter Soldier stuff. Hell yeah.
The elevator scene.
Yeah.
Last week, Gyrick was transferred out of U.S. custody by some covert division in the UN. Black Book. So secret.
I still don't get why she having chill.
No. These sorts don't talk.
Because she's on her period.
Looks like they skipped town before you got here.
It just
Almost
don't
like
look
they knew
right.
someone was on the hunt for Gyrick.
I got a crush on her.
OCT. So who's Gyrick to these folks?
Exactly what I planned to ask him. I was able to hack the servers here. Gyrick was transferred to a facility in Mexico City. Once I get the thumbs up, I'll lead my team to Mexico to apprehend Gyrick.
I reckon we nab Gyrick now before our mystery boys move him again.
This uniform shows up in Mexico bashing heads in with you. It sends a message.
Damn right that you stand with mutants. Unless you don't now.
Gotta do this by the book, Rogue. Right now, my hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing it.
That's the Magneto in her.
Now,
like that was extra. She didn't have to do that.
It was definitely wrong. Yeah, that was wrong.
Look how soft he looks, man.
He don't look soft. He looks surprised. Like, what the? Did that really just happen?
Like I can't.
I want to see her do that to him
Stop
again.
It. Stop it.
I gotta see him do that to her again.
The face that he made was like, really? Did she just do that shit?
I kind of like that.
Pause it right when you go back to his face. Right there.
Hold on, I got you.
He's like, I know I can't do nothing about that.
He knows he can't because she's much stronger than him.
Yeah,
he looks disappointed.
Do you get what I'm saying? Why put?
So I don't get where it's more of salty than soft. I don't know where you got soft from.
Nah, that's soft.
Nah, stop it.
A woman
shouldn't
do that to a man.
She's an X-Men character though. She's not a regular woman.
Monday, dude, can we finally get you in here?
That's like saying Wonder Woman is not allowed to beat the hell out of Superman.
Rogue had the shield longer than Captain America in this scene. What's going on? It's weird.
He only made it.
You said what?
Hey, what he did want to do was run into Magneto. It would have got worse.
Yeah, imagine if Magneto did the same thing, but there'd be a problem then.
No.
Because it's two guys fighting, right?
Exactly. I don't like seeing females in male roles. Sorry.
That's not a man. How's it a male role?
Emasculating, beating up a man. I don't like that.
So there's no women out there that can beat up men.
She took it easy on him
Ain't no woman
because
whooping my
he's a
ass.
man.
Go fight a woman boxer or MMA fighter. They're gonna whoop your ass, Paul.
Yeah, that's something different, dude.
No, it's not nothing different. You just said a woman ain't gonna whoop your ass. This is
The average woman is not gonna whoop my ass.
This is the same type of
average woman
situation.
is
This is
not
a
gonna
woman
whoop
with power, a
Yes,
highly
Rogue is
powerful.
that woman.
This is not an average woman.
He got power too.
Yeah, all she got to do is just touch him and he's
finally in
out.
here.
So Captain America ain't doing nothing to Rogue.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what way you
Like
put
at
it.
all.
Captain
Like at
America
all.
is super strong.
And
There's
Rogue
not-
is upset right now. Gambit just died.
Yeah, but you do realize Captain America is pretty much like Deathstroke level. He's a little bit stronger than regular
way
people.
stronger than Deathstroke.
They're on the same level.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Captain America actually fought the Hawk before.
That's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying, Johnny. Like, bro, you honestly, Paul, you shouldn't even read X-Men or get excited for it. It is not a complete masculine product.
Yeah, like there's a lot of females in there too.
And they didn't change that now. It's always been that kind of product.
No, it's never always been that product.
Yes, it has always been. That.
No, it haven't.
Jean
Go
Grey,
watch the old X-Men.
Jean
Go
Grey,
watch
Psylocke.
The strongest main characters are women.
all the strongest mutants are women.
Scott Summers is the one that they trust to lead them.
Yeah, and Wolverine is not even the strongest one on the team.
But the stories still be based on him almost.
The movies, yeah.
The movies, yeah.
The movies.
Go back and watch the original 90s. He wasn't in a lot of them until like the later seasons where it
That's
focused
what
on
we've been
him
trying
doing
to tell
his...
him, bro. He's trying. You can't be a kid again, Paul.
That show was more manlier than this show. But
No,
I'm
go back and watch it like I said.
Yeah, go back and watch it because
I'ma
it's
watch
not
some of
as
it
good as you're trying
tomorrow.
to say it is. If anything, I think the best out of those animated cartoons from back in the day was Spider-Man. Spider-Man to me was way better than X-Men.
Mine's is
See, I'm not a Spider-Man fan, so I like Spider-Man only for the cameo episodes when they bring in other characters.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's why
too.
I like Spider-Man.
How can you not be a Spider-Man fan? What?
Yeah, and how can you not be? Come on,
crazy.
It's not a hate though. It's not a hate like I have for Superman. But I like everything surrounding Spider-Man. To me, is cool. I like Blade. I thought Blade was cool. I always thought Kraven was cool. I like Venom. I thought Venom was cool, but I just wasn't crazy about Spider-Man.
So as a kid, you didn't like Spider-Man.
I did like him. He's just not one of my favorites. He's not one of my favorites.
That's crazy.
Now, when I first learned about the Dark Spider-Man, I like that one. That's the Spider-Man I like.
Yeah, so I really want you to try to rewatch some of those old episodes because some of them aren't as good as you remember them to be. A lot of them were kind of boring, if I'm being honest with you. The Jean Grey episode,
first episode, because it's all Jubilee.
Yeah, the Jubilee, Jean Grey episodes, the episodes that had Storm Part 1 and Part 2, her and Forge. Like, there's a lot of boring ass episodes from the old X-Men series. That's why I prefer Spider-Man over X-Men.
I don't like season 1 that much, but season 2 and the rest, when I remember, it was actually good. Season 1 was like a slow.
Was it like the most Sean Wolverine got was when he had that leotard on fighting with the dinosaurs?
With the dinosaurs. He had an episode where he teamed up with Captain America. There was a Weapon X episode. There was a...
That's just on the top of the dome.
Yeah, there's a lot more though. But that's in the later seasons.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say. The X-Men series, the X-Men original series definitely was like very impactful. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten all those shows that you're talking about, the Fantastic Four, the Hulk, the Iron Man, and Spider-Man. We wouldn't have got all those if it wasn't for that X-Men series.
Yeah.
Do y'all see them doing a Spider-Man series?
They are going to do one. I think it's been confirmed.
I hope not.
That they're redoing that Spider-Man series.
They can't ruin that.
I don't know what its continuation is going to be.
There's no way they can mess that up.
They could. Disney,
I think they should leave that alone.
Disney, they can fuck up anything.
Now check this out. This could be the series could be an extension of the Uncanny Spider-Man.
I didn't like that cartoon.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go that route.
I hope they don't. I didn't like Uncanny Spider-Man. It's kind of weird.
So, I mean, because they do have those Sentinels included. The Sentinels are all across New York as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. But that I'm trying to think. Well, we probably going to get that Spider-Man series after season 2 of X-Men? Because we'll probably have to wait a whole year unless they already have season 2 already done.
Oh yeah,
Queen,
remember that conversation we had? Let's get this on the table
Queen
too.
What conversation? I'm curious about this. I just jumped out of my seat.
Hold on. Queen Ari says Cable thought he killed Jean. The Phoenix show did come. I'm already for yeah. I'm already ready for next episode as well too, Queen.
The next one, the last one.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it
Shoot,
is.
you need to watch that old
It's
series
up to
before we
10.
talk about this series, Mr. Mal.
I watched a little bit of it. I just didn't finish it.
Nah, a little bit is nothing. You gotta watch all of it, man.
It's long, bro. That show is long.
But
I didn't grow up with it.
Let's get with the Wolverine dying conversation.
So what? I'm interested. Yeah, what conversation was this?
I said it could be a possibility that Wolverine could be dead or be gone for most of the series.
No, just dead.
He's not dead.
You
He's
said
not
what?
dead.
Because he got the metal took out of his skin and shit. But y'all don't believe that it could be a possibility where he could be out for either a long time or to the
No. There is no long time. It's dead.
Could I finish my sentence?
Because you're lying.
What am I lying about?
Our conversation, our debate is if he's dead right now.
No, but didn't I give you two solutions? You're saying I gave one. I gave two solutions. I said one. It's
that
like
wasn't our debate, Paul.
It's like you're forgetting the solutions.
No. We had that debate, and then when I said, you started adding what you're talking to now to our debate because your debate was dumb. So now I have to hear you say this.
Debate is not dumb. Well, Gambit died.
I told you what the debate was. Is he dead right now? And you said there could be a possibility that he could be dead, and I said no. There's no possibility that he's dead right now.
It could be a possibility that he's dead.
Okay, that's the debate. And then the question is and then I said to you, nobody in the Discord thinks that there's a possibility that Wolverine is dead. Guys, do you guys think Wolverine is dead right now?
Absolutely not.
Not me.
He's gotten the adamantium ripped out of him before, back in the 80s, and he was still alive from that. He was badly injured, but he was still alive from that.
I say that only because
exactly,
I feel
Queen.
like no one ever died.
Even Queen Ari knows that.
But
not saying you don't know anything, Queen.
I know what you're saying. The logic is he can't die because of his power. I'm trying to push the Disney logic. That's what y'all don't understand. The Disney logic is, think about it, people. We saw we saw what's the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Remember when that one girl got stabbed in the stomach and she survived?
That's the feminist agenda, though, because the Force is female.
So I'm saying, now I'm trying to tell y'all about the agenda. What if he dies or something so they could bring his daughter in it? Y'all don't think that's way off that they could bring Wolverine's daughter into this?
Not right now.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for her to come in now. I don't think they would introduce her this early.
There you go.
This series still takes place directly right after the original 96 series. This is basically just a year after, so it wouldn't make sense for her to appear right at this point in time.
So if you knew something about X-Men, you know he's not dead right now.
I didn't say he was. I said it's a possibility.
You know that it's not a possibility.
We don't know that.
Nobody in here thinks he's dead.
I can't even finish my sentence off. So, have Disney made sense over the past 10 years? Let's be honest. With the movies and TV shows, have Disney have made sense with their storytelling?
Wait, repeat that?
Have Disney have made sense throughout the years of their movies, the last 5 or 10 years, have they been making sense at their end games with their storytelling?
Well, no, because that's the MCU. The MCU is shit right now. It's been
Thank
shit
you.
ever since.
And what is this X-Men show is a part of? It is a part of the MCU.
It's not a part of the MCU. It's Marvel Studios animation.
It's part
I don't
of
have
the
to
MCU.
look it up. It's not a part of the MCU.
It's part of the MCU.
Marvel animation.
It's part of Disney. It's part of the MCU. It's all connected. They don't make stuff now unless it's connected to something.
Yeah, the original series. It's a revival of that. It's not connected to the MCU at all.
But it's still a part of Disney. It's a Disney product.
It's a Disney product, but it's not a part of the Marvel Cinematic Movie universe.
We don't know that yet because I heard that they're trying to make it. So we don't know that yet. But anyway,
if anything, it's probably connected to the Marvel What If, since we saw the Watcher's face in one of the episodes.
I'm just saying, with Disney, you never know.
Nobody thinks that Wolverine is dead right now.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
He's
His healing
not
factor
dead.
is on par with Deadpool, so he's
Yeah,
very hard to kill.
Yeah, it's common sense that he shouldn't die. With Disney, I don't know.
Nobody thinks that that's going to happen, even with this agenda in Disney. That Wolverine is dead right now.
Disney don't play by the rules. Y'all act like Disney play by the rules. Disney do not play.
You are alone, Paul.
Hey, we'll see though. And if I'm right, I want to apologize.
You're right.
Apology.
Bro, just get ready. Get ready.
If you're right, I'll buy you.
Get ready
if you're right, I'll buy you that new chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
I don't want that. Donate me some money on my Cash App.
All right, 50 cents it is.
Damn, 50 cents. Shit, I need at least $5.
Hold on one second.
Shit. Y'all act like Disney play by the rules. Disney do whatever they want. They don't care about what a traditional story is.
Yeah. So yeah, nobody thinks that, Paul.
So you're not going to give credit to some of the episodes that had some of those fire moments.
No.
You're just going to hate all of them. All of the negative is going to outweigh the good for you.
Yep. Too much negative.
Amazing. Got
Episode 9 was the
dance. Amazing starts at CSL Plasma. Donate plasma today and receive up to $700 your first month.
Episode 1 and 9 was pretty solid.
While making a difference in your own. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing.
Angel Sound
Damn,
toilet
2
paper
hours.
is strong.
His frightened eyes be vaporized inside his.
But yeah, it's
because
I mean, Paul. I mean, you haven't gave anything an 8 or a 9 since Lost and Heroes.
Oh, God,
Which is crazy. That's
what?
That's crazy.
That's
Lost
what.
and Heroes.
So I finally asked Paul, since he's given everything horrible ratings. I said, "When's the last time you gave out an 8 or a 9 rating on anything?" And he
No,
said
you
he
said
had-
shows. With movies it's different, but you said shows.
I'm curious. What?
Okay,
movie-
show.
what
Okay.
recent
I said that with shows. Okay, tell us a movie now, Paul.
What recent movie did you give an 8 or a 9?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's not recent. That was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's the last. That's
Give
really
me
the
like
last
2.
one.
Give me like 2 to 3 years ago.
None. They're all trash.
I do recall you saying that you like that trash House Party reboot. That movie was fucking trash. I don't know how you like
Oh
that.
yeah. That was solid.
No,
That movie was trash.
kind of cool though.
What?
That movie was hot trash.
That movie was solid.
That movie.
I'm not a House Party fan either, though. So
Neither am I, but the original
I'm not
House
a-
Party was better though.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, the original way better, but it was cool. It was
I'm not
watchable.
a House Party fan like that.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
I'm telling
No,
you.
to me, the biggest problem of the new House Party movie was the dude's sidekick. That dude was annoying.
They were not funny.
To me, the biggest problem was nobody was funny. None of them were cool.
Mhm.
All of their slang was whack. Those guys who were supposed to be the goons weren't entertaining, scary, or anything like that. They were
The
just
goons in
good
the
fun.
original ones wasn't scary or entertaining.
Yeah, they definitely was entertaining.
They were entertaining. They clearly looked like they would whoop their ass. That's what the modern goon look like them.
Plus, that was full force. Like, what you mean?
Man, those goons wasn't shit in the early
Yeah,
ones.
they was.
Yeah, right.
They would have kicked your fucking ass.
All right, they would have laughed you to death.
Do not be afraid. And it was the last thing Leech heard.
You smell something, Drew?
Leech speak German?
I smell pussy.
Rogue agrees with Cameos' argument.
I know you see Morph on the screen.
On Charles's shoulder, treated him like he's a coat rack. She reminds the others that none of them were on Genosha the day it fell.
Who dies next, Professor? Jean? Been there, done that. Who knows where Bishop is? And hell, Morph was barely on the team 30 minutes before we tossed them to the wolves.
Have you seen him do something gay?
First, a reminder of
his face expression, the way he acts.
He got a mask on, so how's his facial expression?
He acts gay.
He got his hand on his hip.
Exactly, Red. Just admit you in the closet, bro, because you keep approving the gay shit. Like,
if anybody in the closet is you, Paul.
Nah, not me.
You the one who wants to see men all day long.
No, I never said that.
Sound dumb. Yeah, you say it all the time.
You said you wanted to see men.
I said women should have their role and men should have theirs.
See men all the time.
Man should be dominance. In any food chain, man should be on top. Period. I don't believe in men. I don't believe in female presidents. I don't believe in female power. None of that.
I don't know about
Man
you in the bedroom. I like my women on top.
God, baby.
I agree with you in a lot of those things. I feel that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I'm not. Look.
It's the only time I agree with Paul, but
We are dominant creatures.
Paul, we know that.
If we hit a woman, we're going to get double the time in prison.
I understand that but the only problem is when you come face to face with that, you're looking for that representation of male dominance in things as simple as a cartoon. So it's just like sometimes just let it just be great. I feel what you're saying now. I feel what you're saying.
Look, nobody's disagreeing with that. We're talking about X-Men.
We're in a world like this. But we're talking about X-Men. We got to understand that it's not like these women characters just got their characters. Most of the majority of the females in X-Men are stronger than all the guys. So if they have a point that they show superiority, it's not to be like, oh, we're demasculating men or fuck Captain America or nothing like that. It's just like they've always been stronger than him. They've always had that up on him, and it's their show to represent them. You want to be a fan of Captain America, you got 10, 15 years worth of MCU to go ahead and celebrate Chris Evans. You know what I mean? Like in this particular here, we want to show you that, hey, the X-Men are just as strong. They're just as pivotal. They're just as great. And to the point of it, yeah, she can come up to America's top and shield away. You know what I mean? Does that look a little bit on him? But it's like it looks disrespectful.
It looks disrespectful, but it's to the props of this is how serious the X-Men are. And if we go ahead and pursue X-Men versus Avengers, you need to understand that there ain't no pushovers here. The world knows the MCU and Avengers. Y'all need to know the X-Men, how they are. Fox portrayed them a decent way, but this is how they really, really are. And Rogue would wipe them. She would wipe them. So, I mean, was it disrespectful? Yeah, but they got it right. They did get it right.
I don't think they got it right.
How I saw it is that
this was before this era. Before this era.
It could have been. It could have been a better. For your prop, Paul, it could have been better if it happened to a different Avenger that didn't hold so much weight and respect. You know what I mean? But
because
it had to be Cap. It had to be Cap.
He's the face of the Avenger.
You're right. But that's why they did it, because he's the face. If they thrown Thor, Hulk, Captain Marvel, it'd have been a fight. Scarlet Witch, it's a fight. You know what I mean? So it's like she can't do that and just get away. You can do that with Captain America, get away, and it holds weight because it's Captain Marvel. You know what I mean? If it happened to anyone else, Hawkeye, they
plus
can't
the
do
X-Men kills the Avengers comics too, where the X-Men beat the Avengers.
I get what you say, Bundle, but I felt like
you.
she didn't have to do all that. She could have just talked to him, and they could have disagreed, and then she flew off.
She didn't.
She didn't have to throw his shield.
I wanted a fight. That's what I wanted.
But I
She didn't.
explained
But
it
I
earlier.
felt Bo
She was
DeMaio
all
wanted
emotional.
that. He wanted it. She was.
Yeah,
she.
I'm still here. I'm just running to the rest.
She went after. She went after the United States government. She went after Thunderbolt Ross, the same, like, you know, the facility meant to build the Hulk. She said, "F it. I went after the general already. So Captain America, you're actually beneath him. He gives you your orders. Already attack big, you know, big shit like that." And like I said, I do agree with you. What it says, like, damn, look like this. Did that on purpose to see importance and the severity of Rogue's strength. And the importance of this scene, like, yo, she's disrespecting the Avengers right now. We now understand that the next season to be Onslaught, bring the Avengers in, man, versus Avengers. Onslaught technically kind of killed Avengers to leave. Like, you know,
I don't know if it's my computer or you
why
coming
they did
in
it,
and
but
out.
I was saying, what am
I
I?
don't know if it's my computer or you coming in and out.
My bad.
Is that you?
It might be me. It might be me. I apologize. It might be me because I do have a lot of things connected at the moment, though. But no, I absolutely saying. But from Bo DeMaio, however he wants to say his last name, I understood the ground he was trying to set to make it a more pivotal moment than it was. So that's it.
I
Gotta
get
have
what
some
you said,
discourse
but
from the
it's like,
X-Men. Yeah.
I get what you said, but it's like almost
Would it
every.
meant
You said what?
anything? I feel you. Go ahead. My bad. I keep cutting you off. My bad. I keep cutting you off.
I
There's a
get
little
what-
delay. So yeah, my bad.
I get what you said, but it's like every Marvel product is like that, where a female has to do something to prove that she's strong. And like almost every Marvel movie or show. So I'm at the
That's
point.
how
It's like,
society
damn,
is now, right?
It's getting tired.
It's tiresome indeed, but I feel like in X-Men
It-
specifically, Rogue, Captain America, like it definitely. I mean, it made sense. Like, yes, it's still disrespectful. She didn't have to just get all pissy and throw his shield away. Because I explained earlier, Captain America even said, "I can't go around bashing in people's heads in Mexico," and she still didn't care. She still got up and threw the shield. So she was just all in her feelings and all emotional.
Yeah, she was. But now you're right though. But ask yourself this: would it have mattered if she did that to any other Avenger? Because I mean, obviously she can't do it to the powerhouse Avengers, because then you got to fight right then and there, and they don't have the budget to do that. But they want to focus on that, man. So outside of Cap,
I feel like some of us wouldn't be complaining if it
or
was
Marvel.
They could have just.
Like, what other
She didn't even
Marvel
have to
character
do
could they have done that to that meant that would have carried weight? Because I mean, even though we don't like that, we also have that in the back of our minds that carries some sort of weight. So whatever they have that goes on with bashing, you are now at odds with the Avengers. So we still remember that now. But like, what other character in Marvel would that have given us okay, you know what I'm saying? Like who else could she have done that to?
I mean, she could have talked to Captain.
You know what I mean? Outside of Cap,
she could have talked to Captain America, and it could have been an emotional moment without her taking his shield. She could have been yelling at him, screaming at him, and showing her pain. She didn't have to go that route.
That.
She could have yelled and screamed. We could have saw her tears, and then it would have got the audience like, damn, this girl's in pain. Gambit died. Like, it could have went that direction. She didn't have to grab his shield, throw a hole in the wall.
But is that still a reason to say this show sucks, though, because of that?
No, that's
but
not.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's plenty of reasons.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. I hear what you're saying. I hear that, and I know I'm not in fully disagreement, but I feel there is, and I don't like to use this word agenda because I don't like it because it has negative connotations. But I feel like there is an underwritten agenda Bo DeMaio has going into second season, whether we go towards Onslaught or the Messiah complex with the Summers family with Hope, or we go to X-Men versus Avengers, which absolutely does happen after Wolverine gets Mantium pulled. because Charles is his rocker when Magneto and absorbs Magneto's mind, and that creates Onslaught, and the X-Men and Avengers team up to beat him, and then they fight against each other. So that does, I mean, this disrespectful scene once again, but it set
leading
up
to
some
something
groundwork.
crazy.
I was about to play that. I was about to play that Black Panther video.
It does set it up.
So
I hope you're right, Bundle.
Bro, remember, Marvel is famous for the bait and switch.
As long as I don't get another sheep, Love and Thunder, I'll be all right.
Well, so is, if you want to talk about bait and switch, what about that Knuckles show that's not about Knuckles?
Yep.
That's a bait and switch right there.
We doing that right now? Oh, no, we saved that because I much to talk.
It's about the human character that was in the first two Sonic movies.
Nah, that deserves its own stream.
Knuckles is only in about 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
Show, which is 6 episodes.
No way.
I'm
not kidding.
I'm whooping somebody's ass. I'm whooping somebody. That's damn near worse than going after the female Silver Surfer first before Norn Rat. I'm not even.
That Fantastic Four movie gonna be trash.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is gonna be dead in the water.
I can't believe doing that, bro. I can't believe they're doing that.
I'm not surprised that they did.
Don't get me wrong.
I call it the Fantastic Agenda.
Watch, we're gonna get Victoria Von Doom.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is the most disrespectful somebody has ever treated Captain America. You don't know about this show? This is a Black Panther TV show that came on BET.
This was on BET, wasn't it?
Yep.
I remember watching this.
Oh, wait, I remember this. I
remember this. Wasn't it like a shapeshifter that they fought?
Wakanda, and even less about the Black Panther. Cap was on a mission to stop a Nazi squad.
Understand the way that they animated way. This looks cheap. It's a very low rate. It was when they made it, but this is extremely old though.
Yeah, it's old. This came out like in 2000.
This is extremely old.
But this looks cheaper than some 90s cartoons. It looked like they could barely move the head.
But this does tell how T'Chaka and Captain America, which, if you know, they 19 Captain America Black. I don't know if you guys saw that. This is what.
Yeah, I saw it.
But this is.
They moved it like action figures in this show.
Yeah, it was like stop motion.
Paul, you should make a movie animated just like this.
It does.
We have already said whatever the budget does.
Your movie should look just like this, animated just like this.
I guess that means
this is like Telltale. Let's just be honest.
Goodbye.
Telltale is better than this.
We need to talk.
There's a guest trying to join.
Maybe
who
just
is
slap
it?
off the head of every newcomer who hits town.
If we did that,
Who hopped out?
you wouldn't have yours.
But
Oh,
those
Bundle hopped
Nazis
out.
were here for a reason.
Yes. To steal
Is
our
that Steve
vibranium,
Blum?
the mineral that can only be found
His voice
here
sounds weird.
in Wakanda. Hitler needs it for the next generation.
Oh no,
of
now I hear
innocent
it.
systems.
Yes.
As do you.
These are dangerous times. You need to choose a side.
We have our own. We take our borders very seriously.
Why his eyes open like that?
Yeah, that's ugly.
Because that's how he would look. Because he was with them damn Nazis. Blonde hair, bull eyes.
Banderoos.
Okay, buddy. I've just about had it. You're just plain rude.
Move back. I've been following your fledgling career, Steve Rogers.
Why do you have you looking so bad?
You not asleep, are you, Drew?
Drew sleep?
Represents to Wakanda.
He said.
And that is a good thing.
Yep. All right, Drew. Hey, Drew, we're gonna see you later. We got people trying to hop in here.
Drew said.
All right, we got room for somebody else to join.
Hey, Parker in.
If he try to hop in, it's open. We got to open for I'm gonna say whoever trying to hop in.
I'll send him a message.
Rogue
Okay.
was an Avenger before it was made.
I
Much since
switched
Cap
my
was the
iPad.
Avenger that had in that scene. Haha. Queen. Okay. Queen Ari says. Little Queen Ari said.
Yeah, she's right. Rogue was an Avenger before. Yep. She's right.
Yep.
Dude, where's my phone? What?
Yeah.
God damn it. Damn. Hey, Jeff, if you can you call my phone real quick, dog?
Yeah, man. That boy, that's emasculating right there.
Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, but he can actually beat Captain America though.
He can, yeah.
That's a fact.
And,
but Rogue can actually beat Captain America.
Yeah, Rogue can beat him better.
Yeah, but it's a woman beating on a man. That's why it's a masculinity.
But you have to take in consideration the powers of the women.
And plus, if they come into
it's
conflict,
not just like it's a regular like white bitch is coming in saying hands, nigga. Like she's absorbed the powers of Captain Marvel. She may not have cosmic energy projection, but she still has the physical durability and physical capabilities of that. Captain Marvel was able to split planets and moons fighting toe to toe with Thor. What is Cap gonna do?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, don't put him in that situation.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
so
that's what I said before.
Don't like
what
X-Men.
Marvel character of significance should have been there because it has to hold weight. Because if it's just a regular Ant-Man or Hawkeye.
I told you how I wanted the scene to be. She just arguing with Captain America and she's emotional.
But would that have sold the scene the same way?
It would have, depending on the words.
For as powerful as she is, that's how she would display emotion.
But that's what me and SSJ were talking about before. If the future is X-Men versus Avengers, you just you just planted the grounds for that. Because otherwise it would just be too just they just don't like each other, blah blah blah. Like now it has reverence to it, like, Rogue attacked the government. Captain acts under Thunderbolt Ross. She attacked Thunderbolt Ross. Magneto made an attack on the humans. He said, I will bring me and my team to get Gyrick and anything else as soon as it happens. Your mutants are now an attack on American people and to Thunderbolt. That sets up perfectly Avengers and X-Men. And the catalyst was you throwing my fucking shield, not thinking I'm going to help you. So, like I said, the emasculization, it is there. But like I said, Bo DeMaio is laying the groundwork for something much bigger. And I think we're just looking at that right then and there, like, female, you're emasculating it. But if you think about what's coming in the future and who the character actually is, how else would that scene go?
I hope you're right, Bundle.
I hope I am too.
I don't agree.
They're changing writers, so
I hope I am.
I don't know if y'all read the comics, but Rogue destroyed Captain America in that comic too.
I know, man.
Comic cover.
That's what Queen just put right here. Queen knows her shit.
Let me ask you this real quick.
I read the comic
Captain America definitively beat Wolverine in a fight? And before you answer that, I'm just only saying is because when the fight first started, Wolverine popped his claws and Rogue took Wolverine out immediately and said, "Hold on, sugar. You playing to kill. This is just a regular fight." She got him out of there immediately. Now, would she do the same thing to Cap that she did to Wolverine at the beginning of that fight?
She would probably throw his shield away. You're not gonna block these hits. Though. I bet.
I got you. Because she took Wolverine out until the very, very end of when Wolverine snatched his helmet, and then when he stabbed him in the back. But outside that, Rogue, she said, "Hold on, you stay down." I think she would do the same thing to Cat, but I don't know.
We're totally aware of this feminist agenda crap, but I mean, come on, it's common sense. Rogue is watching Captain America.
Yeah,
No
I'm
way
there
could
with
put
you.
it.
And that feminist agenda, as far as the MCU, was apparent in Love and Thunder and holy shit, Marvels and She-Hulk. But and this one right here, it does make sense that dude, she's leagues beyond Cap. Like I can't get mad at this one.
She was always leagues beyond Cap, though.
It wasn't an agenda. This is how it's supposed to happen.
Agenda. Stop it.
It's supposed to happen.
Woman beat on man, woman strong, man weak, man dumb, women are the best.
She-Hulk, you're right. She-Hulk, you're right.
Wait, what about She-Hulk?
She-Hulk, you're right.
What about She-Hulk in the comics, Paul?
I mean, hell, even She-Hulk in the very first episode when
What
Hulk
about
teaching her how to super jump, she was like, "Man!" After she made her jump, and I was like, "All right, I'm
It was
already over
cringe.
this bullshit."
Like the show was already cringe when she was like,
This one didn't do that. Like the women, I didn't feel like their representation of powers diminished the guys. I really didn't feel like it. You know, I mean, Storm, very beginning, turning the proverbial sands of time into glass and making a tornado to kill all the Sentinels. She would do that. You know, Madeline Pryor being the Goblin Queen and beating Magneto hands up one-on-one. You know, that would happen. You know, this episode, Rogue and Cap, that would happen. So you are right, Paul, to a degree, as far as the she-male agenda, the MCU, and like pushing guys down. But this particular show, outside of the nonsense with Jubilee and all that, they could have focused on better characters. But outside of that, they did get the women's powers right in this episode. They did. They got them right.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't like how one thing though. Once Sunspot hit Jubilee with his powers, so I'm sorry, Jubes, and then started going hands up, blah 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 blah. If you actually look at fucking like Sunspot's real powers, he gets Omega. It's not like the same way Bobby Drake, but Days of Future Past, Sunspot, Omega though, he would mop Jubilee.
Yeah,
he would mop her, bro.
He should have defeated Jubilee in seconds.
Mop her. And Marvel, I will say this, and I'm not sure if this is the same in this show, but Marvel is always depicted, I don't know if you guys notice this, so pause, but the black balls that come off of characters that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby originally drew and animated. You know, if they have, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. They always kind of have this little black ball of cosmic or kinetic energy appear off a character if they have cosmic energy projection or whatever like that, and they use art style towards Sunspot. And I'm like, Sunspot doesn't have that, but they've given him that sort of power outlook. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, if you guys know what I'm talking about,
I know what you're
a lot of
about.
powerful cosmic entities. Marvel always depicts them to know that, hey, they're the power cosmic by giving these black balls of kinetic energy that comes off of them. And I'm obviously SSJ knows what I'm talking about. But if you guys ever notice that and pick that up, they do that with a lot of like Eternity, Infinity, the Celestials, Eternals, whatever have you. Matsumi Kiboshi, Chaos Kid. Yeah, a lot of cosmic beings. And I noticed that they gave that same energy projection to Sunspot. And even though he's not projected to be that strong in the comics, especially Days of Future Past, he is an Omega level mutant. So with that being said, long story short, I thought it was really stupid that he was going head to head with Jubilee. It's like, nah, nigga, he would destroy Jubilee. But anyway,
he was playing with her basically.
He would destroy. The only other fire user in Marvel Comics that I know to be stronger than Sunspot, honestly, would be Johnny Storm, because he can reach Supernova times 10. But outside of that, there's no other fire user stronger than Johnny Storm and Sunspot in the Marvel Comics.
And I got a problem with them not using Bishop in this X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
They could have used him more.
Come on.
They could have used him better.
This man probably said 2 words in the whole show.
Bishop and Cable got separated when they went back, so this is why Cable is there. It's like, show us that. Like, kill the Jubilee Sunspot shit. Show us the Bishop shit. Show us that. Because there was a whole thing of the whole past thing with Forge, Bishop, Ford's making Bishop's time travel, Storm and Wolverine being lovers, them having to defeat those. That's way better than anything Jubilee and Sunspot going on. Like
that story.
They could have did that.
That story that you just mentioned is killing this X-Men story that we're watching now.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, to me, it's like if you cannot make the original story, if you can't make your story better than the original one, just go with the original story.
I'm with you. Okay, no, 100%. I'm with you there. No arguments. I got no arguments.
Story.
I'm no arguments. I got you there. Yeah, take that Jubilee, the little video game thing, which I did think was kind of interesting. You know what I mean? I got a soft spot.
I skipped that episode.
I wasn't interested, but I still watched it
because
I hated that episode.
I skipped
Ready Player One is one of my favorite movies, so being an interactive part of a video game, I kind of dug it. But I do understand for a more casual and not even casual, even devout Marvel fans, y'all should have made that about somebody else.
I like Ready Player One too, but
I love that, but
so I skipped that episode altogether.
I thought that should have been, like I already said, Wolverine, Storm, Days of Future Past, whatever shit. I thought.
But Paul, I'm going to reiterate this again. These are the things that he's critiquing. He is yet to say that he doesn't like this show.
I didn't say he did say.
I know. I want to make sure you. I just want to make sure you don't think that.
I don't think
you
that
do get confused because you do get confused.
No, I don't.
Because you just got confused a second ago with SSJ.
And he said multiple episodes, so that's basically the whole show.
No, those are things that he can critique out of it.
He did not say one episode, asshole.
No, I didn't say what episode. Look. He said multiple things that he wanted to critique from the show.
No, he said multiple episodes, jackass.
That's what I just said. Right, I just said he said multiple episodes. What are you talking about?
Okay, but you act like
y'all
he
are
said
arguing
one
about
episode.
the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Only thing I'm telling you is don't get him confused with SSJ either.
No, just shut up.
Because you are confused. Because you're a confused individual sometimes.
I'm not. You are. Get a life.
Damn.
Let's get
back to confuse him about me. He was trashing this show before episode 8 came out.
But he never said he didn't like the show. He never said the show was trash.
If he's giving me paragraphs of how bad these episodes is, he's basically shitting on the show.
Y'all having a critiquing a conversation.
Shut up, man. Go to the next topic, man. Nobody want to hear about what your bitch ass gotta say.
Oh, now you mad? Why you gotta call people bitch asses now, bro?
You wasn't even into this shit.
You mad? No, bro. I was interested in X-Men, bro. That's one of the few things I'm interested in.
Whatever. Next subject, man.
Damn. Let's get back to this.
He said next subject.
Next subject, gosh.
Boy, you like drama like a female, boy.
Drama.
You gotta get that ad blocker, boy.
Wait. What's the next order of business? I missed the last part. I was talking to some.
Don't worry about it. Hey. So
I didn't mean to call you that. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So Paul, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Everything's convenient when it's in your favor and it's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Everything's convenient for you. You know what I mean? When you're having your fun, but when it's time for you to get called out on some shit, change the subject. I don't want to be there for it. Oh yeah, sensitive fuck.
Nah, I'm not sensitive.
Bro, you are obviously sensitive.
No, I'm not.
Bro.
You think you right all the fucking time. And
I actually don't. I admit I'm wrong all the time.
Nah,
you don't.
You act like you right all the fucking time.
When's the last time
you
you
act like a female
wrong?
when you're
when? Bro. Hold on, your connection acting up.
Just shut up.
Hold on, your correction. There you go. No,
you got that computer love playing on that computer by Zap.
Yeah, mother say, bro. See, y'all, this is what happens when you hang out with your buddies on the stream with your shirt off. You act like Paul.
I can't have my shirt off in the home I live.
When you butt ass naked on the bed talking to your homies, you get sensitive like Paul.
I am not naked.
Naked.
What?
He said naked. He didn't say naked. He said naked. Like Steve Harvey.
Dude, look at all this shit. Wow.
I have shorts on and boxers.
I got shorts on. Don't you ever get me fucked up. So what is all this?
Nathan to the future, and Nathan arrived at that future alone. So I feel like Bishop may be in the axis of time with Immortus, but either way, Bishop's coming back.
He's just
but
not in it
Morph
because he's
line
black.
Is so mean, considering Morph died in the second episode of the original
Dude, how do I
series, so
do this?
barely even 30 minutes of screen time.
Do y'all think
before
we're going to
they were
get
axed. But I said died because Morph did end up
they're
coming
ever
back.
going to go
If
into the
you're a
future and give
runner
us
and a Marvel
a
fanatic,
kiddier
it is
version of
high
Cable?
time you started indulging both of your passions at once with Marvel Move. Marvel
I don't
Move is
care
an
for that.
immersive audio fitness experience. From
Me
the
either. I
creators of
want to see
Zombies
the
Run.
original
You walk,
version
run,
of
or
it.
jog in the real world as audio from
Because I mean
the
that's
lab
what
makes
Bishop
you
will
feel
be
like you're
will be
fighting
doing right
alongside
now, wouldn't he?
characters like the Hulk, Doctor Strange, or the X-Men.
You better run, Buck.
But
Marvel Moves is a
wouldn't
fully
Cable
featured
already
fitness
be
app
grown
with
up
GPS
though?
run mapping,
Because of the
step
time.
tracking, and stats.
Hey
So
Jeff,
like
is this how you have your
is
video
the
thing
motivation
set
you'll
up?
get from progressing
Yeah.
through thrilling
Okay,
Marvel
so
stories.
I
In
can't
case you're
change it.
new
All right,
to
that's
running
what it
and
is.
could use some guidance, a Marvel Move subscription includes Thor and Loki's 5-day
You're getting
training,
shit
an
over
8-week
here.
long
Like I
program that will
did
train you to
something
run
wrong.
your first 5-kilometer with 12 hours of audio drama. When you run with Marvel Move, you're the protagonist in an epic adventure. There's no feeling quite like taking on Sentinels alongside the X-Men or running away from an
No,
out-of-control Hulk,
stop,
which
stop.
is
Don't
my
bring
personal
that. Don't bring that here. Stop.
Are you talking to me?
What is he doing?
What's going on, Bundle?
Bundle, what kind of dance you do?
What the hell is going on, Bundle? You just said stop something and then like you're not saying anything at all.
Stop. Hammer time.
Okay, I thought he was talking to me.
Man, don't worry about it. It's other issues over here. Sorry.
All right, we're about to keep this going then.
New
Also, the
workouts are
fucking
released
bad guys that
regularly
don't want to
with
be
stories
online.
from A-list writers like Teenie Howard and Jerry Duggan, plus more series.
Oh, fuck,
characters
the
are
page is
writing.
one.
X-Men film version of the Black
The page
Beast.
is one.
Beast has to keep introducing
Yes.
new Blackbirds because they keep blowing them up. But in the lower right, there are two different generations of
Y'all a
Charles
little
Scott
late on
chair.
that
The
one.
yellow one actually appears to be based on the Marvel Legends toy, but there's also a blue one that looks bulkier and more fortified. Maybe this is one designed for battle. Behind that is the vintage
I'm here to
1993
Wolverine cycle.
red
I
and
had that
yellow
toy.
mutant cycle, and it's the claws on the front. It's got pop wheelie action, and it was released by
1993,
Toy Biz.
I had that
Of course,
toy.
Toy Biz was the company of Ike Perlmutter, and it was this company that bought Marvel in the mid-90s and led to Marvel's ventures into film and TV, eventually leading to Marvel Studios. But then in the back and on the right, that fancy car looks like Charles Xavier's blue Rolls Royce from the very
That's what
first
Bastion
Uncanny
pulls
X-Men
up in.
#1 in 1963. The red
Oh, okay.
convertible on the lower center.
Bastion
looks
pulls
like
up in
Rogue's
that
car
same
from the
vehicle when he
Unstoppable
destroys
Juggernaut and Kara
X-Men.
episode.
That's right,
It's normally
he
a convertible,
did.
but it looks like
He
the top is
did.
up here. And then on the far left, barely noticeable, there's a motorcycle with a flame pattern. It's a Harley Davidson. This is what Wolverine drove throughout
Wolverine.
X-Men Evolution, which is technically a different content, but like they just put in a little Easter egg to it here.
I ain't seen
Behind
Eric
that,
Box
in the very far
and
back
the
on
new
the left,
Rockstar
looks
shit
like the
yet.
dirt bike that we
They
saw in
wait
X-Men
for a
Evolution.
while. They
And I wanna
let
give a big
screen
thanks
Y'all
to
heard
Brandon
about the
Barrett and
reference
Jimmy
they made
Ippolito
to
for
the
helping me
Fox
track
X-Men
down a lot of
movie.
these. I seriously work with the best team of producers and editors on YouTube. Thank you guys. But then inside the base, on display are
I thought this part was really
X-Men
cool.
suits, and it's from like the second generation of their timeline. So again,
maybe
we see
he'll say
Storm's
it here.
original black suit from the giant size X-Men #1
Damn,
in
she fit.
1975.
My
That
bad.
was originally what Storm's first suit looked like. But then we see suits for Cyclops and Marvel Girl, Jean Grey.
Yeah,
These
Marvel
are from
Girl.
Uncanny
That was
X-Men
her original
39 in
name.
1967.
I'm
These
glad
are
they
definitely
changed
the
it.
second generation suits because they were part of the
Yeah,
original
it
lineup
was
in
stupid
1963. That's what we see in the painting.
Nice,
in Charles'
man. Where
office.
Bobby
Then
Drake
we see
at
it.
and all that?
Wolverine's brown and yellow suit from
His
artist
brown
John
and-
Byrne, which
Yep,
first appeared in
Uncanny.
Uncanny X-Men #139 in 1980. And
Yes,
it's what
sir.
us
Did not say
young
that shit.
kids
Did not say that.
recognize as the true
Yes,
Wolverine
sir.
look. And then in a later shot, you can see Rogue's original
Rogue's
1981
original
suit
outfit. outfit.
Well,
She
I don't
wore
like
that
Rose.
underneath
I don't
her
like that
coat.
And that
outfit.
tactical jumpsuit
I don't
is
like it
what
either.
you see him wearing in past missions.
I don't like
By the way,
Professor.
these suits were also
I hate
worn
his
by some
eyebrow.
of the X-Men.
I'm glad
as the
this show
unaired
failed.
Pride of the X-Men pilot, which Bo DeMeo suggested watching
Gay
before this
boy.
episode is homework, even though acknowledging that it's not
Sweet and
technically
low.
canon to the other X-Men stories that he's telling. You can actually find this whole episode on YouTube. Scott tosses
That
his son a
original-
new suit.
Am I going
That
to
original
I did
Wolverine
like
voice,
the
man.
scene, the little
That's-
spandex joint.
Black leather.
That is
Yes,
pretty cool.
That was a reference
At
to
the
the
line,
The
he
Fox
reference to
sings
the
movie.
original
That
X-Men
Queen.
horrible ass, horrible
Yes, I
ass
just
uniforms.
said
I hated this. I did not like the X-Men movie when it first came out.
I love
Yeah, I
it.
didn't like
cool
that
that they
costume.
did that. I like that.
I love the first movie.
The only character costumes I like were
That is
Wolverine.
until this year's Deadpool
Nothing
and
makes
Wolverine, but the new
sense.
suit that Cyclops gives Cable is actually Cable's suit from
See,
Marvel
Paul, that's why
vs.
people are so
Capcom 2.
excited
There's
for
actually some
Deadpool and
really
Piper,
Wolverine
fun
because of
gaming
the
Easter
yellow
eggs in
suits.
this episode. So Charles chats with
That's my
President
name.
Robert Kelly in an astral
MVC
plane version of the
2.
Oval Office.
In under an hour, civilization as we know it ends.
In under
And
an
the
hour.
cap-
Kind of sounds like President Whitmore's speech on Independence Day.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world.
Hey, look, it's
Yo,
Will Smith.
the Nuggets are clapping the Timberwolves. My goodness.
Bro, I don't know what
But
happened
the
tonight,
address
bro.
on it
But
read 1
Ant-
Claremont
the
Avenue,
highlights.
Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, a reference to Chris Claremont,
And
the
there was
comics writer
an-
most responsible
he
for
gave
the best
up.
X-Men
He just gave
storylines.
up.
And then the
heated
phone
about that.
number is
Was that a bet?
009-071-982.
Oh, Patriots
So 97182, September 7th, 1982
Ooh.
is Bo DeMeo's birthday. This date was also the release date of
cares
Marvel
about
graphic
who?
novel number 4,
Turn that
The New
down,
Mutants,
Taylor.
which was the first appearance of Sunspot. As they walk out to the Blackbirds, we see Morph is wearing a new suit with these shoulder pads. This is Morph's look from the Exiles. In the shoulder
Turn it
pads would
down.
normally be holding a cape, but I suppose they had a conversation about this and they're like, nuggets! As Team Gold nears
Yeah, that
Bastion's
cape
island,
made 'em look
Bastion
sweet.
senses them and deploys the Sentinels. And I love how Forge and Jean are white-knuckling on those sticks. Cable, Morph, and Beast are all bracing for impact, but Storm, not worried at all. She's sitting calmly with her legs crossed.
Storm barely in the show.
Now and save $5 a month. Get fitness that fits your budget with equipment for every workout.
So Storm parts ways with Jean, and I love their relationship this season because Storm here calls her this.
Stronger. A survivor. A phoenix.
Ah, yes, a phoenix, which is just so interesting coming from Storm, who was recently repowered through an avian entity, the Adversary. And I kind of feel like it could be a hint to Jean to embrace her inner bird queen. And I just love the way they sign off.
Make them mind your weather, sister.
And them weather your mind.
The wordplay on this series is so good. And I kind of feel like when Marvel Studios writers are writing these live action titles, they're afraid to put in lines like this, but it works so well. It's clever.
He's
and
Glazer.
it's
I wouldn't say it's that
theatrical,
good,
campy,
but
we still love it because it's just so intentional and great and uses really great wordplay. And if you just have the performers commit to it, it can totally work. Okay, so on the Galapagos Island, they find this ruined town with a diner with letters missing from it so that it forms die. And then later we see from the rooftop sign that this is DeMeo's Diner, another nod to X-Men 97 former showrunner Bo DeMeo. And by the way, are we gonna feel weird having mentioned him so much throughout this season if/when we find out why exactly he was fired? Who knows? So Morph makes us
That's
also happy
sad. If
by
you
morphing
black, you
into
gotta
Hulk.
be gay for Marvel to hire
He
you.
says morph smashed, which either means Morph morphed into Hulk's speech patterns and it just came
Not
out as
gay,
Morph
though.
instead of Hulk, kind of like Ditto and Pokemon.
Yeah,
couldn't change his
all
face,
the black
or
people
Morph
that's
is just
in this
cosplaying
stuff
as
is
Hulk
gay.
and just having some fun. Now, previously in the 90s run, they could not call
I will
Hulk out
say
by
this,
name,
I
but
know.
they did have a Danger Room Hulk
Well,
robot
Jeff,
that was
you hear
technically
me?
called Large
Yeah, what up,
Gay
what up?
Neanderthal.
You mind hitting the
So
pause
Mr.
button real quick?
Sinister attacks Jean, moving
Indeed.
through the
I didn't want to go too far, but I just want to say this though. Morph is kind of turned into how I respect Shine and the new Krakoa, Araco era and shit like this. And I don't know if you guys know who Shine is. I fuck with him as the most because basically he looks just like me. But anyway, he basically has everything what Morph does. As far as mutant powers, I think he's the strongest mutant that they have here. And I think he's been the one that's kind of driving the cameos with, with the Psylocks, the Quicksilvers, for examples, and even here with the Hulk. And I did appreciate how they had Morph and because we've seen before Gambit and Wolverine work together. Gambit ride on Wolverine's back, charge his claws up, kinetic energy to be even greater. We've seen the tag team of a couple of different X-Men in the show. I did really appreciate seeing Jean and Morph. I don't know if you guys caught that, but when he turned into Hulk, he had Jean Grey's telepathy around him the entire time. So she was essentially, if you rewatch that fight with Hulk killing all those Sentinels, is Jean Grey carrying him all throughout the air, and he's spinning and doing all that shit, like punching, knocking, grabbing, morph, smash, all that because of Jean Grey. It's not the Hulk growing it. It's like the blue force field around him. So I thought it was kind of cool. Even that one, and SSJ made a cool point about that, like when the Prime Sentinels were looking over Rogue, and Wolverine came in, it's like, yo, 6 was popping. And then Daredevil came behind him and said, nah, 9 was good. And they started cutting through everybody. Scenes like that, I think, is really cool when the mutants base their powers in synchronicity. And that's a long word, but it is. But synchronization of their skills. Yeah, to go ahead and go ham. And I thought that was pretty cool that when Morph turned into Hulk, Jean Grey used him as a battering ram to know that Hulk is going to break through everybody. And I don't know if many people caught that, but like she was sending him through like 4 or 5 Sentinels, and he's just cracking.
I like these fight scenes.
I thought that was pretty
I'll be
cool.
honest.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that
so
more fight scene when he turned into the Hulk, that was probably one of my
even
favorites
though like
in
the
that
scenes
episode.
may only be like 4 to 7 to 8, 9 seconds, it's like if you delve into understand like what they're doing, what they're trying to capture, it's like, I got you. Even when Cyclops was doing a Psylocke, I mean, excuse me, after the Cyclops scene, when Morph turned to Psylocke, you saw that.
But I also
there,
give him
and
respect for
shit,
kind of drawing Hulk, kind of like how he was in the original Hulk series. It's just he's put into this 3D style.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
I fucked with it. So
that makes me believe we might even
be,
see Hulk soon, since we already saw General Ross.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's
I'm thinking about the bigger things too, because like we already saw General Ross in the previous episode, so we're definitely Hulk is here somewhere in this universe.
It's here. I mean, if any of the MCU shows are gonna give us what we want, I mean, hell, it's this one. So hey, I ain't hating on it.
I would like an Incredible Hulk show, but
I would
that's probably
too.
less
I
likely
would too.
because the second season
That's
of the
against
original
the
show
agenda.
was terrible.
Yeah,
Y'all remember that's why it
They'll
got
never
canceled,
do a
because
Hulk
the second
show.
season was like goofy compared to the first one, which was serious.
Hulk will be fun. Just because of they're not doing any more sequel movies to it. But really, I'd rather see Fantastic Four because they really have the cameos that'll keep our eyes gazed.
Fantastic Four would be way better.
Season episodes.
Yeah,
there isn't a Hulk story that you would do that would capture us outside of World Breaker Hulk, Breaker of Worlds, or Immortal Hulk. And realistically, MCU can't do the last two, so it would have to be World Breaker. How would you even put that in the MCU? It's like you just introduced your son. So
I
it's
just
like
bought
there
a
would be
World
no.
Breaker.
They could retcon it because remember at the end of She-Hulk kind of retconned her own finale too, so they could just retcon it that way.
You're right. She did.
You could say
break
that
the
that's
fourth wall.
cheap. Yeah, you could say that that's cheap, which I'd be inclined to agree. But She-Hulk could technically break her own finale, and she was like, "Oh, you guys don't have Hulk powers no more," and they stopped having Hulk powers when she said that, and she was like, "You guys are gonna be arrested," and they were arrested in handcuffs, and she was like, "You guys go to jail. Daredevil's gonna come back," and then the Daredevil came back out of nowhere.
That is butt cheeks, but you're right. That could happen. Okay.
Hey, Bondo, I bought the complete story of the World Breaker Hulk, the original comic.
Nice.
I bought that 3 weeks ago, I think.
Is that the one that ends with him fighting toe to toe with Sentry?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Cost me
$80 first print, or you got copies?
I got the original.
That's a good one.
You better hang on to that.
That's a great one. You better do like how I did this. Am I killing joke? You better keep it in that plastic if you got it.
Yeah.
Plastic.
Get it graded too.
That. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
great
the
one.
Graded.
That's
get
a
it
great
graded
one.
and signed.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Applause for that.
I got that.
Applause for that. But I will say this real quick. I have a video. I think there is a version of Hulk that gets slept on a lot, and I don't want to take away from this too far, because I think that everyone knows the 3 strongest variations of Hulk before the Silver Age. The Silver Age Hulk was ridiculous. He was thunderclapping Cosmos, and it was ridiculous. We're not getting into that, but I think the strongest versions of Hulk that everyone gives is Immortal Hulk, World Breaker Hulk, and Savage Hulk, the Space Savage Hulk. He's got 4 arms. and he literally broke through the fourth wall, got to the Watcher's kingdom, saw the Watchers observing all of the, his universe, what it is, and started smashing their heads together. Like, he literally killed the Watchers of the universe and all shit like that. But anyway, but I think that Breaker of World Hulk is stronger because he's actually the size of planets. I think that Hulk is stronger, but there's also, they sleep on Blue Hulk. Blue Hulk is actually the powers of basically what the bands of the Kree bands of Quasar, the Crimson bands of not Crimson, but the bands of Quasar, basically the Star brand, basically, and that Star brand type of whatever shit takes over Hulk as an entity and then turns him blue, and it basically there he is right there, Blue Hulk, there it is, you see it, there it is. It's like the same power that powers the Kree warrior. I'm sorry, I took a few hits before I took hits. Sorry, smoke. Quasar.
You good?
But it's the Star brand it's not the same Star brand power that gave Hulk the original powers from the ancient prehistoric Avengers, which was the primordial Phoenix, Odin, the very first,
as cool
Black
as you're
Panther,
making this sound, as cool as you're making this sound, if you just look at the image without hearing what Bundle just said, you would just think, wow, Marvel got bored and just wanted Hulk blue.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they did that because they did the same thing with Thunderbolt, Grey Hulk, shit like this. But the Blue Hulk is he's not talked about a lot, but it's the Blue Hulk that is endued with the powers of the Star brand, the Quasar bands. This Hulk is cosmic power. This is every bit as strong as X-23 and Spider-Man, empowered by the Beyonders. This is
the kind of Hulk I want on the screen.
This Hulk,
the
Blue Hulk, is actually ridiculous, but no one pays attention. They pay attention to Savage Hulk, World Breaker, Breaker Worlds, and Immortal Hulk, which they should. Those are stronger. But this Hulk right here, this is the Captain Universe of all Hulks. And no one ever talks about Blue Hulk, which is kind of crazy to me. But anyway, I just thought I'd point that out before. I mean, I've been running my mouth the whole time, so never mind. I'm done. But anyway,
Marvel wanted to do
they should
Marvel
go that
animation.
way.
They should do that.
Yeah.
They should do like a Blue Hulk movie.
Yeah, I love Grey Hulk. Joe Fixit, the Mob Boss, whatever like that. You got the Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross. Yeah, I was like this. Was like, Blue Hulk, real talk, is stronger than World Breaker Hulk. He's not stronger than Breaker of Worlds, but World Breaker Hulk, he's stronger than, and no one talks about it. But anyway,
I'd like to see Immortal Hulk too, because those comics are really good
Immortal
too.
Hulk,
Immortal Abomination.
Yeah, that's Immortal Hulk.
Immortal Abomination looked like a Resident Evil monster.
I'm not even. That's ridiculous. I'm not even gonna go there. Immortal Hulk. That's more power than I'm willing to talk about. That's the one below all mixed with the Hulk. The one below all is the reason why gamma radiation even exists. He is the reason why Hulks even walk the earth. Like it's just like the one below all is exact equivalent to the crown, and the one above all, he's the devil equivalent, and Hulk draws power specifically from that being in its entirety.
I think he was in the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction video game too, if I'm not mistaken.
Talk to him. Oh, I forgot who I was in here with. Okay, SSJ. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction video game. I played that. That was my game back then on Xbox.
Game right there. I got the.
Me too.
Is that the one when he uses
Jeff, you know my room. I got all
Is that the one when he uses
the
subway trains as like skates?
Yeah. Okay. And then he can break the cars apart and use them as boxing gloves.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
That game was crazy.
I think that was one of the slept-on games. One of the slept-on games.
You said before I could. You know that area, Jeff. You know that area. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Me and Bundle, we know about these type of games right here, man.
I go back early mid-90s. I got all of this video game. It don't make no sense. Jeff knows what the Jeff been in this room. He knows the room I'm talking about with all these damn ass games and systems that don't make no damn sense. You know what I'm talking about? I got all that.
Have your kind of room like that.
You got all that.
You gotta
I'm trying to move on because I got to take this off and do that. But he knew what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Shit, I still got my Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64.
Paul, you was talking about figurines you've had for how long? When did you start collecting them?
My whole life. I probably got over 300 action figures in boxes.
I got my number, but I ain't got that many.
Yeah, I ain't got that many.
I'm gonna need that address.
I have my old ones that I've taken out of the boxes that I've shown on here that are definitely not in any sort of care to be resold, but appreciated. But it sounds like what you got is.
I still got my original Power Ranger toys in boxes.
No, see, I don't have that. I got my original Power Ranger toys, but they ain't in boxes.
Hold on. You talking about the flip heads?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the flip heads right at the morphing.
All of them in boxes.
You talking about the new flip heads that they just came out with, or the old flip heads?
The old ones.
The old ones. That's like right.
You know how much they're hold on.
You push down and the head go.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I still have. Oh my god. Okay. Don't let me get up.
I still got all those.
I have my Zach. I got my Jason, Kimberly, Trinity. I got my Billy. I even got the newer ones when they did the Evo joints. The afterwards. After Ivan Ooze, they were called. What was the nigga's the little kid's name that took Rocky's place that grew up when he morphed? What was his name?
I forgot the kid's name. It wasn't just
Turbo.
Yeah, that was Turbo.
Cars and the planes with it, bro. I had all of that. And, oh man,
I got all the original Star Trek toys.
I ain't getting Star Trek. I got you there. Okay.
Boxes. Okay. I got a lot of Revenge of the Sith Star Wars toys in boxes.
I got a lot of Star Wars. Yep, got a lot of Star Wars. And so I think my Star Trek and Star Wars kind of. I think Alien and Predator, RoboCop, and Terminator took that place for me. And like the Max, the Creech from Dark Horse Comics, Spawn, obviously, but. The Max was a character a lot of people slept on. He had a really dumb design with the purple, with the oversized bite, with the middle fingers and the yellow gloves. I thought it was cool, but the story it didn't catch on to a lot of people. But I loved it.
The sad story is, Paul, these bad boys aren't even worth that much.
That's bullshit. I'm looking at these brands. Damn, the one at the right, the bottom right. Those are the ones I have right there, the bottom right.
Yeah.
And but the top is too. Yep, I have all of those.
Yeah, that's shocking. Billy. That's shocking. They're not worth that much.
Those are the new ones.
Boxes they would.
These are the old ones.
But those are outside of boxes, though.
Okay. Paul has them in the box.
Oh yeah,
I got them in the box.
Hold on. So you might be naming your own price on those because this is the original box. They got it for $50. This is the original flip head.
Outside of the box, mine got.
Yeah, so the only part, that looks like it's 50.
What is that? Is that eBay? I don't trust eBay.
No, it wasn't eBay. It was like whatnot. That's the personal.
Remember
price.
that Tensiaga sword I had? Remember that?
Yeah.
Power down, and you can go and the blade would come out. This shit still works to this day. It just still works.
That's hilarious.
It still works, bro.
Hold on.
Years ago.
Somebody's got it on eBay for $220. It should be more than $220.
For the Power Ranger toys?
Yeah, it should be more than that. So
you better buy it.
So I got my.
I'm not into Power Rangers.
I got my shit in the back. I got a few figurines.
I'm not into Power Rangers.
My main shit's in the back.
I don't think I'll be able to resell sell it like that.
Power Rangers is you'll be if you could definitely resell it because it's a huge fan base for Power Rangers.
It is. Do I have a whole bunch of Gundams though? I have Gundams, man. I have a lot of Gundams. I have self-made Gundams and Gundams I never took out.
Because to be quite honest with you, I'm probably not going to sell any of my figurines unless they get above 1,000.
That's where I'm at. Yeah. Especially these. Especially these. Yeah, these ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm holding.
The ones in the back though, they're out the box. So, man.
I'm checking. Let me see if the price then rose on my damn Robotech TMNT figures. Revoltech. It's Revoltech.
I get spanked them, damn.
Revoltech TMNT.
Damn, the neighbors all across the street. I got my window open. They don't. They always burning something outside.
Long as the price keeps going up on these bad boys, I'm gonna be good.
I should have saved my Ninja Turtle toys. I should have saved those.
Yeah.
I didn't take care of mine either.
Yeah, I didn't take care of those.
I let mine get damaged.
Me too.
Pull the limbs off of them and shit. I had a mode where I was kind of like Sid on Toy Story. I had like toys that I felt that were poorly built and manufactured, and I strapped fireworks to them. I just that was like 25 years ago, but yeah, I did.
You
that
know
to
what
a lot
toys is really popular that would sell for a pretty penny? The Toy Story action figures. If you get those from the 90s, oh my goodness.
Paul, let me talk to you real quick. Okay, let me ask you 3 things from the X-Men show. What are 3 things that you like that Magneto did?
In this X-Men 97?
Yeah, in the last few episodes. What are 3 things that you like that Magneto did?
I like after he put on his clothes because we saw him with the purple panties on.
So you hated the M panties?
Yeah, I think he got touched. But I like that he basically declared war and turned off all the technology in the world.
So you fuck with the fact that he turned fucked up. Like I'm gonna say this real quick before you do. If we were all mutants, who would be with Xavier and with Magneto? Me personally, I'd be with Magneto. Would y'all be with Magneto or Charles? I love the fact that the show said Magneto was right. That's essentially looking at the civil rights group and saying,
I got you.
I'd be with
X
Magneto.
was right and not Martin Luther King. That's essentially how big.
Oh, you want to join the Discord? Hold on, I got you.
I'd be with
I'll get you in the
Magneto.
Discord.
I'm with Magneto.
I like Professor X more, but I'd be with Magneto.
I'll be with Professor Xavier.
Even when, so you would still be with Xavier, even when Magneto came with the second coming of Asteroid M, and he was like, you got an asteroid in the back of my house. He's like, dude, I walked your path. He told the story of Leech. You left. You heard Rogue talk to Storm. You was gone, gal. You know, Jean, been there, done that, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
And then
honestly,
if
with
you're trying
Genosha, you would have really still been with Xavier over Magneto?
Yeah, because I don't trust Magneto.
And then if you're trying
but
hop on the stream
Magneto
with
has
us,
never betrayed
Queen,
the trust of
this
a
is how you do
mutant
that.
if it's within his power. He's never went against the mutant. So everything Magneto says, he's not gonna backtrack. We know that. He's never backtracked on it. Now, whether he's been able to make it happen because of opposition, that's another thing.
No,
but
the reason why I'll pick Professor Xavier because Magneto is like Hitler. So if it's something I don't agree with him on, he'll kill me. He'll kill me.
Okay. I'm not okay. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But if you were a mutant, would you disagree with that? Given everything Magneto's gone through with the Jewish Holocaust and all of the mutants, the dissolution of mutant rights, the destruction of mutant lives, the complete terrorism of Genosha and everything that he's gone through. I mean, like I said, this is 92, X-Men 92 to 97. He's been through all of the destruction of Asteroid M.
Exactly.
He's already been through the shit with Trask. He's already been through the stuff with Senator, now President Kelly, of trying to dilute mutant genes together. After all of these atrocities against your skin tone, your gender to some degree, and now your mutation, you really would still go with Xavier over Magneto?
Yeah, because I don't think Xavier would kill me if I disagree with him on something.
Magneto was kind of biased.
But they will kill you if you disagree.
He might
with
get you
them.
killed though,
Magneto
or he might get you killed though.
This is like he's Nat Turner. He's the Harriet
Magneto's
Tubman
a hothead
when everyone is
that gets
dying.
you killed.
He's a hothead, but is he wrong? I mean, think about it. In the beginning, he went to the UN. He established and took in the X-Men, realized Charles' dream, still watched them go against them, watched Storm lose her powers, and gave them the absolute awesome warning, do not make me let you down. And still they did what they did against him, killing thousands after he let you off the hook. I'm done with y'all. I'm going back to Genosha. Leave us alone. You send mutants and kill us by the thousands.
But
You
we all
still
know
with Xavier.
But we all know eventually Magneto will go too far. Like we're
We
just seeing
do,
the
we
beginning
do,
of the
but
story. He
but
always
in
go
this,
too far.
we do in the comics, and I give you that in the comics. But within the context of this material, within the context of this show, he adapted Xavier's mindset. He adapted his lifestyle. He took over the X-Men. He established like, hey, yeah, y'all got it. There's no more war. I'm giving to. He even said there was a time I would smite you for what you did, like you bigot, you sycophant, you did all shit like that, and he still didn't do it. And then after all that, they have proved his realizations right. He's already been a Jew Holocaust survivor.
I don't believe that people can change. Do you believe that? I believe that he's hiding what he has to hide for his agenda, and when it's time for his agenda, he will do what he has to do, and
I agree
that's
with
what.
that.
Yeah, and that's why I wouldn't trust him. Like he done a lot of crazy stuff.
Okay,
I don't believe people can change.
Okay. Okay. So say if I took that road, so there is no fabric in your body that thinks that he truly accepted Xavier's mindset and wanted to
I don't
move
believe
forward.
it at all. I believe he faked that to control the X-Men for for gain.
So you believe more so? I'm not disagreeing. So you believe more so he faked that to get what he wants, or do you believe more so and was pushed, giving with the dissolution of Storm's power, the continued hate on mutants, and the attack on Genosha?
I think a little bit
Do
of
you
both.
think that he already had that mindset before those three happened? Or he came in with the, it didn't matter if them three happened as what? I want you on my team and I'm fucking everything up.
I think a little bit of both.
Okay.
Because of the drama that's going on behind closed door, plus Charles Xavier gave him the rights to the X-Men. So let me try to delude the situation and control the X-Men to my bidding.
The only reason I have a disagreement with that is because they broadcast that to the people and the Shi'ar people to show that like they were trying, and yeah, they did use Charles as a scapegoat. Blah, blah. Actually, no, I'm getting further across my point. Never mind. I'm getting to Charles. F what I just said. Anyway, never mind. Forget that. I don't disagree, but I think Bo DeMaio. I think that he wanted to write Magneto because this was a Magneto that's coming from 5 or 6 years worth of writing as far as the original 92 to 97 to finally be like, all right, my best friend, confidant, and my opposition did die, and he trusted this with me. And because of our old school, I want to at least try to follow his path. He tried that with that. He tried, his even his his inner shit with Jean Scott, Wolverine, Storm, whatever like that, bringing his relationship back up with Storm, whatever. I mean, not Storm, excuse me, Rogue, whatever have you. I really think that Bo DeMaio tried to convey a point of Magneto that he did try to live Professor X's right, because that's why he showed so much emotional disdain. Like when Storm lost her powers, he cried, calling them bigots, and gave him chances. Still try to work with that. Go with Genosha. I know, Rogue, this is a facade. Just show that you're with me to represent us so we can have this. Protecting Leech the way that he did. I really felt that Magneto truly made an effort to make things right, almost on some Malcolm X type shit, and then was just shown that there is nothing else. And that's when Victoria Cooper said, Magneto is right, which is one of the best things they could have ever did in X-Men, and the very next scene, him enough, and then shutting down all the electromagnetic field. I really felt that the writing of Bo DeMaio really tried to flesh out that of Magneto, though he does have that intrinsic fuck you in him towards humanity, which is what you're talking about, because you play a video game, the first thing Magneto says when you pick him is, humanity disgusts me. So you're right, he got that. But I think in this show, they try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and they just showed that nah, nigga, fuck humanity. So that's all I got.
yeah. I'm gonna still pick that professor, man.
I got you. I'm
gonna pick that
I ain't
bald-headed
mad. I
man.
got you. Hey, I ain't mad. I mean, stick to your guns. I ain't mad at it.
I have a
Good
counter
shit.
argument to what y'all were saying earlier about why Magneto wanted to recruit some members. I personally believe it's because he needed more Brotherhood members. Because
he do, because the Brotherhood's gone.
Yeah, where's the Brotherhood? We see
They're gone.
The intro.
Yeah,
they brought back characters, but you still see Sabretooth and like you see like Sabretooth and like Mystique and Toad, but where in Juggernaut? But where are they?
Where are they? I think. Well,
So
honestly, I think it's because it's the continuation of the show prior. How many decades before? If you think about where those villains were in 1997, the X-Men had done away with them, locked them up, or dispersed them. And so this is supposed to be an exact continuation of the very next day of 1997. So it's just like we feel all this time has passed to where they're at, but within the actual story continuity, it's like this is 24 hours later. They're still gone. So
I still don't think that's a good excuse because I feel like Magneto would free them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
I feel like Magneto would like
he would unless Magneto would free them, but this Magneto in the beginning, remember, he's taking on Charles' side, so Charles wouldn't initiate that. He would have let due process.
I'm saying he would have done it the legal way. Like if he's taking the Charles Memento, he could probably talk to governors and free them.
Well, Scott did. Scott, when Magneto was the head of it, Scott Summers was communicating to President Kelly. Remember, he said, "Look on the news, Kelly. There's something isn't here. It's at your front doorstep, whatever like this." So Scott was communicating mutant affairs and mutant problems immediately to Senator now President Kelly. It wasn't until the very last episode that we saw Charles using his telepathy to astral project to talk to President Kelly. They'll let him know that it's like, hey, my hand is forced. If you don't do this, we got to do this against the mutants. But anyway, go back. But, I know, I see what you're saying though, but that point was available. Just the X-Men writing team didn't take advantage of that.
I feel like we should have at least seen Mystique or Sabretooth at the very
end. Outside of Morph turning into Sabretooth, I would like to see Mystique. But I do love the fact when
at least those two, like Sabretooth he's good at like sneaking around and shit like that. And Mystique, she's good at espionage, so she could transform into like the Guard and get away.
I think we need to see them for at least season 2 or 3. That would be nuts if they're just not in it.
I think we will.
We probably will.
I think we will.
Or they could have Mystique all the way in New York with Spider-Man hiding out from the Sentinels. Because I still think they're going to do that.
Whatever they want to do. I mean, Mystique was mentioned with Nightcrawler, so obviously she is still there. This is a continuation of 92, 97. I still think we'll see that. I think I think a lot of the cameos and name drops in this season were to test the audience of how we felt about it. Was it too much? Was it not enough? Did it feel forced? What like that? And I feel like the slight cameos we got from Morph was cool. Like, him, like when Wolverine's upset, can't get him down, so Morph throws a beer bottle at his head, turns around, it's Sabretooth. Wolverine is happy. You know what I mean? Things like that. The Hulk transformation.
The Hulk was
the Quicksilver transformation. The Psylocke transformation at the beginning, like
in Juggernaut.
Yeah, in the Juggernaut. Even though Juggernaut got roasted, I mean, it wasn't saturated enough to the point that it was like, but it was just like a quick show to know that, hey, they are a part of this world. They are a part of this show, and we can have some degree of hope to see them going forward. So I just appreciate it. I just appreciate it that way. That's all. We'll see what happens. I'm an extremely optimistic cat, obviously. So, we'll see. I like to hope that everything that I've loved since 1992 will come to fruition in some sort of way without a particular agenda. I know Paul thinks that is hilarious. I'm just being ignorant with that, and I'll take that ignorance because I am an anime fan. Anime and manga are able to do that feat. So I just hope that our American counterpart can pat ourselves on the back and do the same thing. They got it right in a few things. They dropped the ball in many things. They're trash in a lot. But this series, they got it. They got it. They got it. They got it. There's not too many series where we can actually look and be like, source material, animated this, and then do that and have a conflict. This one, it's pretty seamless. Like y'all, it is
solid. The story, the overall story.
Even the corniness of Beast one-liners defeating people. You know what I'm saying? Can I give you a hand and shit like that? Like even that dumbass 1990 bullshit that's still there. But even when you watch it, it's just like. You know what I'm saying? Dumb shit. It's like, come on now, nigga. But at the end of the day, that was Beast in 1994, 95. So I can't get mad, you know. So
I feel like that was the hearken to people that are used to that MCU type humor. Like, oh, here's this stupid one-liner type humor for those guys.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. The only one-liners that worked in the MCU to me was really with Robert Downey Jr. and sometimes with Star-Lord. Everyone else, like, all right, okay.
I don't know if y'all noticed, Robert Downey Jr. kind of acts like that in every movie.
He does.
Because I was watching another movie.
That's why it works so well from him. Like
I was watching another movie he was in. He was cussing up a storm, and I was like, damn, look at Tony Stark cuss up a storm in this movie. And he talks just like him, has the mannerisms like him, had a suit on just like him.
Even before Robert Downey Jr. tried to look like the comic version of Tony Stark, it's like you naturally already look like him anyway, and he acted just like him. So,
Yep.
Anyway, it's a good one, though. I'm looking forward to see what this last episode talking about.
Hey, stop, Shayla.
Yeah, I'm about to be staying up for that one for sure.
I'm definitely staying with that. Yeah, it's been. I'm gonna say this real quick. It's been a little while since I've been here, so I gotta touch base with a few of y'all on some few other topics and some things that have came out. But it's not gonna be tonight. I know it's a little later, but yeah. Life is preventing me from being here as much as I wanted to, but that's not the case no more. So
who got that woman's ass up on this?
That's what I'm saying. Whose case is that? Tsunade?
I'm setting up that.
Tsunade?
I'm setting up the outro. I think y'all seen this outro
Green,
before.
red, and a blonde hair. And
we never seen that.
You ain't never seen this outro?
No.
Tsunade don't have ass. She got titties. But
she's known for her. She's known for her mommy milk.
Here go the outro. I made this, but only used it a couple of times.
Senju's
But check out the outro.
He's using the late night intro.
Hey, she's a Senju. I mean, she does the wood. Hey, wood. Hey, no, never mind, Paul. What the hell?
I like the music to this outro though.
Yeah.
You made the beat?
Nah.
Look at P. Diddy Jeff. Look at Psylocke. Alright. No, you didn't do. Oh my god. Okay, Nubia Prince, Diana's twin sister that DC likes to forget about. Who are these bitches with these false Akatsuki headbands on? Y'all are. Hedon will give y'all the smoke.
Yeah, since Hedon can't die.
Mother on the beat. Hope. That's right. I thought you should have started it, but anyway. Oh, Jesus.
Please hit that like button. It'll help the algorithm so we can keep having these streams and reactions.
Hit that like.
Hit that like, hit that bell.
And subscribe.
Definitely, I put in the Discord. Join us as well for our discussions if you want to be included with this community. We don't just cover X-Men.
But hop on the Xbox, get the Game Pass and hop in and play bundle.
You know,
I need a challenge.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be up for a little bit. I'll probably jump on PlayStation.
I was gonna say,
Some fighting
so
and shooting games
we
one of these
we
days.
discussed figurines, sports, hip hop, anime, comics, DC, Marvel,
You name it.
Star Wars, Power Rangers. We do all things nerdy here, man.
Bundle